Hello. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties all night long. Ooh. Can you hear me now? Give it 5 minutes for everybody to join. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties with everything tonight. It's in the air tonight. It's in the air tonight. Technical difficulties with my Wi Fi, with my hotspot, with my phone. The location has been, it's been a disaster. Um, it's been a disaster. Let's see the live chat so I can chat with everybody live. Gonna give it about, we'll give it 2 minutes. You guys can all hear me though, see me? Sorry about that. I didn't want to, there was over 60 people in the lobby and then I started it. For some reason, it always defaults to my iPhone microphone to go live. And so when I say no thanks, then it shuts it off. And I don't know how to change the audio settings on here while I'm already live. I have to figure that out. Sorry for, I'll explain everything in a second. Vagabond Forever, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you. Stealth Camp Sweethearts, good to see you guys. RJE, it's not a museum. What's up, Jason, 1978? Jai Glenn, what's up? Jerry, hey, how are you? Trailblazer Matt, what's up? Chan, Plaz, Anthony, Michael, George Chrisman, yo, yo, yo. Trust the process, KK Squad, Chris Rab, fake Rab himself. Fake Rab, what's up, brother? Anthony Michael, the original Rabbit Hole, what's up? Mr. McIntyre, Airy Sweet, what's up? Good to see you all. Hi, Katie. Clean Adventures, hey, how are you? Amstel, Adventures with Jay, what's up? Matt Frazier, Kenneth Wallen, KK Squad. Hi, Brenda. Brenda, how you doing? Hunter, what's up, brother? T. Lee, yo. Rec 1995. Hey, Elaine, good to see you. There was over 60 people in here when I went live a minute ago. This is 50 now. Sorry about that. So I am stealth camping tonight. I already did a lot of things. I'm not going to give away where I am, but the place where I am actually camping tonight, I did not have service in there at all. Like I was on SOS mode. I couldn't even get like a satellite. You know, with the iPhone, you can do like satellite messaging now. I was not able to get. I had SOS service in there. I could not use my mobile hotspot to do this live. So I couldn't do it on my phone. I wasn't able to use my hotspot to get my laptop to do it. So I had to do a slight adjustment of plans and come here to do the live. And then I'm going back to the location of where I'm actually sleeping tonight. And it's not far from here. If you're a fan of the channel, you probably know where I'm at. And if you're not, then you'll find out and you'll see this video has some callbacks to previous videos. You can put the pieces together. So the spot I'm in now, I did, let me see, off the top of my head, several camps in this vicinity, which allows me to be here right now. I did 1, 2, 3. I did so this is my 5th different video that I've done in this location. But where I'm at tonight, it was not. Like I said, my phone was on SOS, so I could not get a call or text out or use Wi-Fi, which there is Wi-Fi here. So I was not able to use my wireless hotspot on my phone to go to my laptop. So I had to vacate where camp is set up now. I just finished eating dinner. We had sausage tonight. We had sausage, and it wasn't good. It was, you'll see in the video, it's the worst sausage I ever had. So wow, 75 people here. I haven't been live since the 50th. It's ironic. The last time I was live was the 50th celebration. I just did a live celebrating Stealth Camp number 50. Tonight is Stealth Camp number 60. Tonight is Stealth Camp number 60. So I didn't intend it to be this way. I just told Jessica when I was leaving the house to come camp tonight, I'm like, I'm going to go live tonight. I used to go live from my stealths all the time. Tonight, a little unorthodox because I had to call an audible, but tonight is Stealth Camp number 60. So might as well celebrate that too. So you'll see the video and you can put all those pieces together, but I'm not going to spot burn where I'm at right now. Um, so again, the internet and where I'm camping tonight, I don't have any service, so I couldn't go live from there from my phone, and could not use my wireless hotspot to go live to my laptop. So we called an audible. I'm going to stay live until I'm done and then go. It's fine, whatever. So let's see who's here. Live chat. I was somewhere. KK Squad, Fake Rab, Anthony Michael, what's up? The original Rabbit Hole said this is stealth camping. What happened? No, this is not stealth camping at this very moment, Mr. Rabbit Hole. But good little funny there, Mr. Rabbit Hole. You made a funny. Every 74 other people in the comments are gonna think you're really quick and cute and clever. So no, nothing happened, Mr. Rabbit Hole. Just had to. I'm doing what works for me. So. Plaz EXE, hey, how are ya? Anthony Michael, yo. I'm doing okay. Trust the process. I hope you are. Hi, KK Squad. The person behind me, that's Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness lady. If you know, you know. I did have sausage and peppers tonight. So thank you, Amstel. I wish I had my glasses. I don't have my glasses. I forgot them. Matt Frazier, what's up? Kenneth Wallen, hey, how are ya? Justin Tent, hey, how are ya? Herbert T, how are ya? Mystique, accoutrement. So I don't want to give away where I am or what I'm doing, but yeah, tonight is it's already stealth camp number 60. So September, so October, November, December, January, February. So at the end of this month, it'll be 60 some stealth camps and 2.5 years of the Northwest Wind. Also, St. Paddy's Day next month, March 17th, 2016 is the day I created this channel, when it was originally Puff Puff Bass Fishing. So it'll be 2.5 years here shortly. 60 stealth camps as of right now. I'm not at the location in this moment, but I don't need to explain myself. I already have, is my point. And the 10-year anniversary of this channel. I know it's only been Northwest Wind since 2023, September 1st, but 10 years of uploading to this channel. I'm like 300, 400 videos. 25,000, almost 26,000 subscribers. Todd Champion has been on my channel, actually a few times now, but that was last week's video. I'm not tooting my own horn, but if it comes off that way, that's fine. Filming that video with Todd, from the minute Todd and I were talking about it, from the minute Todd showed up, and if you like that video, we have a couple other collabs we did last year. You can look those up. They're on his channel, my channel, with Tony, with Skeeter, with Daniel from Hammock Mountain, 210 Outdoors. So there's a few other videos of Todd and I and Todd and others, but I've been thinking about it all week, and I've watched it probably 15 times. From the minute Todd showed up to my house to the minute he left, the dude got no sleep. The dude, I mean, he's an animal, but he's a beast. It was so fun. Absolute blast of a time. And all I'm saying is I knew it was gold when we were filming it, and we weren't trying. It's not like we go out and try. We just go do our thing. We weren't trying to make it any better than it came off, but I knew when we were filming it, this is gold. Editing it, I must have texted Todd every 30 seconds of editing, because I was like, bro, this is so funny. I just absolutely loved it. Every minute of it. Thank you, Matthew. Matthew, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much. Make sure and save that so I can say thank you again. Matthew B6L3, Thank you so much for the 10 busy owns. That'll grab Jessica and I a coffee. Thank you so much, but I appreciate it very much, Matthew. Um, but yeah, I knew. Thank you again, Matthew, very much. I'm very very humbled and appreciative. I really am for all of you that have ever donated and take care of us. I knew it was gold when we were filming it, and going back and editing it, then watching it the whole way through. We camped. I think it was Sunday night. We camped, and obviously I upload Thursdays at 6. I wanted to release it early so bad because the 4 days, whatever, might have filmed Monday, but whatever, the several days leading up to it going live at 6 p.m. and then from like 4 o'clock until 6 on that Thursday, I was like losing my mind because I wanted people to see it so bad. Um, a lot of times I don't think collaborations work. Um, I don't think, I think you have to do them right. I think the personalities have to mesh. I think the content has to vibe. So you got to have the vibe and the mesh. You have to have the content. The content has to be good. Like the plan has to be good. And then the personalities have to mesh before you even turn the camera on. And I know we have that, but you still have to actually go do all of that and hope it's good. And I just, I knew from the second, I just knew the whole time. And going back and watching that video, and editing it, I mean, I was so anticipatory. I was anticipating very much, is anticipatory word. I was anticipating that video going live in a major way, more like more anxiety than most videos because I just knew how much people would enjoy it because I enjoyed it. Usually, if I like a video, people like a video, and if I hate a video, people don't like a video. I'm saying of my own, and then sometimes I guess I'm proven wrong. But so, Texan Blaster, what's up? T Lee, what's up? Todd right now is still in New York somewhere. I'm not going to give away what he's doing. Matthew, thank you again. Matthew, did you donate again, Matthew? It shows $10 and then $1.99. Well, I appreciate it either way very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anthony Michael, you're a smart man. Knight Rider, what's up? Jared Marino, what's up, brother? Corrective Lenses, what's up, brother? Clean Adventures and Peppers. I did have bad sausage tonight. It was terrible. You'll see in the video, but it's the worst sausage I ever had, literally. Terrible sausage. And I know that's, I'm not saying that jokingly. I'm being serious. Wow, there's 100 people here. One of the bigger crowds we've ever had. I haven't been live in a while. Like I said, last time was for the 50th Stealth Camp, and tonight is Stealth Camp number 60. I'm not going to explain again why I'm here right now instead of stealth camping. I am stealth camping tonight, so you'll see Thursday at 6, but had to call an audible. Where are we at here? Durango Girl, what's up? Moist Sausage and Peppers. I had moist sausage and peppers tonight. Mystique, thank you. Everybody hit the like, please. I appreciate that. I'm going to try and keep up with comments tonight because I already lost my spot. Where are we at here? I wish I had my glasses. I can barely see. A lot of you are kind of calling out what's going on, so I appreciate that. You're all very smart. If you watch the channel, you know, but you don't know what I'm doing, but something. Thank you, KK Squad, AJG 2603. Thanks for being here. Genway Gang, hello from good old Louisiana. Well, hello back to you. Maros Radios, good to hear from you. You're at work slacking off to see this corrective lenses. Well, I appreciate you being here. I'm glad you're getting paid to watch me live. That's great. Did you name your left hand Jessica and your right hand Kevin? I actually named both hands Kevin, and Jessica holds my hands, and then we Kevin. So that's how that goes. Chan Ventures, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. I just saw that come through. Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, Matthew and Chan, for your generosity. Appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. James, what's up? Jesus or Jesus, what's up? If I missed your comments, I'm sorry. I'm just going as best I can. I can't really see. What's up, Glenn? One night out. What's up? One night out is here. And hello, Glenn. Derelict history. I will try. My plan this year was to do those Halloween camps. And then I went to that haunted church, and the property owner kicked me out before I even got a real chance. Again, I just upload what happens, so that was a fail. And then when I went to do that property tour and heard the screaming in the woods, that was right around that time of year too, but unintentionally. So I went to shoot a haunted church camp, and it went way wrong. And then I just went to shoot a property tour and do a regular camp while I happened to be there. And that ended up being a scary video. So, by the way, I never heard back from the state police, or nobody ever called me or followed up. I did search for like those county blotters, and I searched twice, and I haven't searched since like November, but I have not seen or heard hide nor hair about anything that happened that night. So I'm going to assume it was nothing. Sorry, I'm also getting a little bit of a cold. I'm a little short of breath, and I'm very stopped up. I've got like a frontal lobe headache. Too many sausages. Yeah, where I slept tonight, or where I'm sleeping tonight, I should say, I cooked sausage in there, and it's going to smell. Well, I've been in and out a couple times. It's going to reek like sausage for days. And I kind of feel bad, and I'm also kind of jealous for the people that are going to wonder why it does. Who do I have on the Super Bowl? Nobody, because the Cavaliers just traded Darius Garland for James Harden, and I'm disgusted, and I don't even care about sports right now. So waiting for baseball season, and the Tribe probably won't be very good this year either. My phone, literally, I have 19 unread text messages, 7 or 8 different conversations, all about the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. So Camp Chronicler Chris, well, good to have you here. Greg Betros said he also had sausage and peppers tonight. Well, I'm glad, Greg. I hope it was better than mine. Tonight was the worst sausage I ever had. I didn't have peppers, though. I had sausage with mustards and coleslaw. And I had a bag of chips earlier. So still a good dinner, but the sausage was like bottom tier, like terrible. But it's expensive, handmade, locally sourced, locally made sausage. So the fact that it's boutique sausage, I'm not saying that jokingly, it's boutique local sausage and like $11 a pound, which is expensive. It's terrible. So I was not happy at all. Like I wouldn't eat it again. Like if there was a birthday party and we had the sausages for dinner, then at like 10 p.m. I was hungry and wanted to eat more, I would not grab another one of those sausages. Someone asked if I lift. No, I don't lift. Zero is at home with my wife. Matoush will not be here tonight. No, I won't lie. I planned on, whatever. I wanted Matoush to be here tonight, and I completely forgot about it today. It was the plan to have Matoush stop by tonight, but I completely forgot about him. So, Cruz Cooper, what's up? Knight Rider Gaming, what's up? Billy Jones. You and Todd are like, okay, that's nice. Most people seems to like the Todd collaboration. It's our third one or fourth one. The third stealth camp. I think we were in another video or two together, though. Well, I guess I shot a couple of vlog videos as well. There is another video of Todd and I from this trip. I kind of shot like Todd's actually filming a documentary of his entire trip, so that'll be cool. But I also shot like a vlog just of the day of us hanging out, just like some B-roll stuff. I haven't gone through the footage or edited it yet, but hopefully that'll be something you'll see and enjoy in the coming months. It's just a video that I'm saving and sitting on. The roof redemption video, I'm not sure yet. Probably when it gets warmer out. I'm really trying to stay indoors. 2 weeks in a row I was indoors. Um, and then this week I'm indoors. I don't know. I have a bunch of indoor stealth camps, including tonight's, that I'm working my way through before I. It's got to be above 30 degrees for me to camp outside with the way this winter has been. So, Todd, I don't think he didn't have his heat fixed when he left my house. I can tell you that. Um, Hunter said Todd and I are the best in the game right now. I appreciate that. I think Todd is the best in the game. Um, Steve will always be the godfather. Um, I'm kind of like the bastard cousin. A lot of people don't like me, and I'm over it. I don't really care. I just do my thing. Todd and I talked a lot about things like that. Something we talked about is, and it was a good idea on his part, but Todd basically pitched it to me from a friendship and from a creator, outdoor content creator. Um, Todd basically pitched it to me, and I took no offense to it, but it made me think. Todd basically said a lot of people don't like me, and that a lot of people don't want to collaborate with me. Not Todd or Tony or, but a lot of people don't want to collaborate with me because of how I am. And it's like, and he basically said, if you toned it down a little bit or just kind of acted normal, and he was saying this all nicely because he's my friend and Todd and I talk all the time. He basically pitched, he didn't tell me to or suggest, he pitched it to me like, if I would tone it down a little bit, I would appeal to more people and more people would watch and like my videos. And also other people would want to collaborate with me. And I'm like, well, why would I change who I am and what I'm doing? I like me. Just like John Candy said, I like me. My wife likes me. You people like me. Um, you know, I respectfully heard his opinion and I told him I agree 100%. I could be the everyman's man. I could tone it down a few notches and probably would equate to more success or more of a wider appeal for people. We just hit over 100 people here. Thank you all for being here. Much love to all of you. But I'm not going to change who I am. I've already toned it down. I don't think people realize that. People say I'm not for them. People say I'm grading, or people don't want to shoot videos with me because I am an embarrassment, or I make a mockery of stealth camping, or I don't take it seriously. Like, that's your perception of me. I shoot videos. I do things my way, just like anybody else. And everything I'm saying now is what everybody else does. I I shoot videos. I shoot them my own way. I make my own decisions. I decide. Some people want to prepare and go visit the same spot that they're going to camp at 11 times and pack everything to the nines and show up fully prepared and this and that, and they're not skipping a beat. And I accomplished the same thing, just with a little less success, by being spontaneous. It shows in the videos that things are more off the cuff, on the fly. Sometimes I get busted, or I fail, or I forget something, or something has to change. I don't care to conform to how other creators, not Todd, because Todd was being my friend and suggesting these things, but I don't care to conform to how someone doesn't want to create a video with me because of how I choose to do my thing. Well, that's their choice. I don't care. If somebody wants to not watch my videos because I'm not for them, that's fine. That's your choice. You don't have to watch me. If somebody wants to leave a hateful comment, they're choosing to type those negative words and hit post. People have left criticism very mean, very nice, very suggestive, very like, hey, if and I take that and I've used a lot of that. I have toned it down. I have tailored myself to be more whatever. But fundamentally changing who I am and taking a different approach and acting out of character. I'm not in character. Like the person you see in the videos, I might turn it on like 8%, like, 92 to 97% of 98% of what you see on camera is me in real life. Ask Todd, ask my wife, but fundamentally going against my own grain to appeal to more people, it's not going to happen. So let's catch them on some more comments. Matthew, thank you. I get the Pepsi joke. I forgot about that. That's really funny. Um, sorry, I'm behind on comments, but it's okay. Um, someone said, I don't care. Like I said, so anyway, collabs have to be done right. Collabs, the people have to mesh. The vibe has to mesh. I've seen a lot of collabs that I didn't like. I've seen a lot of collabs that I thought were awesome. I've seen a lot of collabs that like were unexpected and had no business being that good. I think that's how the Todd and I one went. Like it was just good overall. But yeah, collabs are hard to pull off. They are. Um, I hope I didn't lose my spot. I lost my spot. Um, the go-to. What's up, Anthony? Now that's a hit. Those old Tarzan movies. You got to wait for that. Real peasant food. Um, Sursa Victory. Thank you for the donation. $20. Sursa Victory. Thank you so much. You guys are all so generous and take such good care of me. I'm just trying. My goal in life right now is to just continue to grow this channel. I've started the new year with new rejuvenation, exuberance. I feel like I'm on a roll and I just want to keep that going. For me though, personally, and for all of you, the channel is the channel. Just got to keep it. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm going to keep going. I get emotional a lot. Thank you, Sursa Victory. Rice for you asked if I have any winter camping videos coming up. Yes, I do. I have a couple planned. Just got to get a little bit warmer. When it's under 30 degrees during the daytime, I'm not doing it. I'm not a winter camper. I don't have a hot tent. I have no desire to. When it's 30 to 40 degrees during the day and I can reasonably be warm and have a nice time and then it gets dark and cold either way, I'm fine with that. But when it's under 30 degrees all day and then even colder at night, it's just not my thing. But I do have some winter camps planned. I'm just waiting for I have a tent somebody sent me to review, and I have a buddy heater somebody sent me to review. So I literally I'm going to do both of those at once. I'm going to try this new tent out and that I reluctantly accepted. They made me an offer I couldn't refuse. This tent to try out and the buddy heater, and I want to try them both at once. So I'm just waiting for the temperatures to cooperate. I do have a TikTok, but I rarely use it. I actually have been thinking about using it to try and drive more people to the channel, but I don't use it regularly. Anal. Okay. Oops. Somebody made a comment. I don't want to read that one out loud. Somebody asked why I did not go with Todd. I kind of just touched on that. Todd and I are friends. Tony and I are friends. I have a lot of friends that are creators. I've collaborated with Todd several times, Tony several times, Daniel 210, Skeeter. I'll be collabing with Shy Guy. Be collabing with Skeeter again. We're all talking about going up to Tony Fest. Michigan, be collabing with Michigan. Brad, I'll be collabing with at some point. A few other people as well. The one and only I'd love to shoot a video with. What's her name? Something Bad Bunny, not Bad Bunny. Wild Bliss Bunny, I think's her name. Todd showed me her like last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. She's a woman, but I told Tony I'd really love her to come to Tony Fest so we can all do our big group collaborations again. And I think she should be a part of the crew. She's awesome. So I discovered her. If you're not, I think it's Wild Bliss Bunny. She's a female stealth camper, and she's pretty bad to the bone. So definitely new. It's rare to find, for me personally, to find new content that I enjoy in this niche. And she was a pleasant surprise. Same with Michigan. There's a lot of good stuff coming out there. But to answer the question, I had my heart set on going to some other collaborations that transpired, and I was not invited. And I'm not going to hide from it, or I'm not betraying anybody's honor specifically. I was not invited, and when I inquired, I was told it was not. There was no invitation extended. Is literally what I was told, that I was not, essentially just not welcome. So nothing with Todd on Todd's end. I still plan on going out to Tony Fest this year, and I still have plans with some other people to do some collaborations. I'm not going to be a big collaboration person either way. I like doing my own thing, but I'm friends with a lot of people, including Todd, Tony, a few other people. We have plans, and things are always going to come up, and I'll go do them then. But I was never a big collab person as it is. But the reason why I didn't go is because I was essentially told by the powers that be that I was not welcome in a nice way, essentially. So I was not invited. And when I inquired about going, I was told I'm not invited. So there was no bad blood or beefs or any fights or any derogatory anything at all. Like it was 0%. It was completely professional, but I was bluntly told that I was not invited. And I tried multiple times to, I guess, invite myself or let it be known several times that I was very interested in going. And I was basically, the door was shut in my face several times, but in a professional way. So, you know, you asked. Um, Stealth camp at the dog pound. So I did stealth camp at the Brown Stadium, but from my boat. Am I stealth camping in my basement? No, I'm not. Dusk Fiend, what's up? Red Zeppelin, what's up? I would love to go fishing with Todd. Todd, I'm planning on going down to Alabama at some point, and Todd lives in an area that's very good for bass fishing. I'm not going to say whatever, but I do. I have some ideas. We got to wait though. Probably to like March or April. George Sell, your name sounds familiar. Extendo Glizzy. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. Thank you, Matt Frazier. Love you too. Accoutrement viewing for the subs. Wow, there's 120 some people here. That's awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. For everyone that's joined halfway through, I am shooting a stealth camp tonight. Where I'm stealth camping, my phone was on SOS mode. I have no service in the area. I almost said it. I have no service in there, so I could not go live from my phone, nor could I use my wireless hotspot to go live here. So I had already told everybody I was going to go live. I wanted to go live, so I scantily cladded over to where I am now, and I'm going to go actually do the camp to its completion. Why did I? That was weird. After I finished the live, so good to see everybody. If you haven't, go check out Shy Guy Adventures. My boy Chris. You'll never hear him speak because he's a quiet weirdo. I'm just kidding, but he doesn't. You'll just go watch his channel. He just hit 400 subs. He's a good friend of mine. He's a friend of the channel. So I suggest you go hit up Shy Guy Adventures and tell him I sent you. He's actually giving me $700 for every subscriber that I get him via this live stream. So I'm hoping to make a few grand from this. Todd Wood. Oh, I saw your comment, Todd Wood, about how he worked in a movie theater in high school and how blah, blah, blah. It was a cool comment because I can totally imagine working at the mall or at a movie theater, a cool like hangout area back in my day, because I used to just go terrorize those places, but actually working in there would be sick. Thank you for the tip, Elaine. I do plan to stealth camp in an igloo. Taz Belmont said small plots with Kevin. I'm not sure what you mean. Max Tony said I work for a sports team. No, I do. Well, I don't want to give anything away. I don't work for a sports team. That's the reason why I haven't. Well, I don't want to say much more, but I have affiliations, so I don't want to. Like, I really want to stealth camp at stadiums in my city, but I can't. It's just, I can't. And that's all I can really say. 210, what's up, brother? David. Um, Mucking up, what's up? Hey, how are ya? Hey, how's Jordy? How you doing? 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 Hey, Jordy, how's your daddy making you chicken? Amanda Thomas, hey, David Snyder, what's up? Terry Lynn, thank you so much. Your comment was very nice. Rudy, next door from Indiana, Geyer, Outdoor Daddy, what's up? Jerry, I do need to go live more. A bunch of people have been asking me to go live. Jessica always tells me, "Why don't you go live?" And I haven't in a while. If you've been around for a while, I used to go live almost every week from the stealth camping locations until people started trying to dox where I was. Um, I'll start going live more often. So this guy's a lot better than someone who sleeps with a banana in the sleeping bag. I don't know what that means. I sleep with a banana. Thank you for all telling me to feel better. Yeah, it's just like I've got a severe headache. I'm stopped up, like short of breath. I've never ice fished. No. What is corrective lenses is saying? When did this happen? I'm not sure. Oh, he's probably talking about Darius Garland. I'm behind on comments. Let me try and catch up. You can guess where I'm camping. Yeah. Matoush is not here tonight. Justin Tent. Oh, so Justin Tent is asked. Some people have mentioned Matoush. Matoush was supposed to be here tonight, and I forgot Matoush. You all know what I'm talking about. Matoush's next appearance was supposed to be tonight for the longest time, and I forgot Matoush. So for Justin, you guys can all explain who Matoush is and tell him what videos he needs to watch. Justin, you need to go watch the Ice Cream Parlor Stealth Camp. That was one of the first ones. You need to watch the U-Haul Christmas Stealth Camp. There's 2 U-Haul videos, but you need to watch the Christmas U-Haul. Matoush said hello there. You need to watch the construction site Stealth Camp. Matoush was there. Is there another Matoush? Ice cream construction site. There was another one I said. Matoush. He's been in 3 videos, maybe 4. Mountain House should make sausage and peppers. Everybody needs to email Mountain House. If my cousin George is still watching, wouldn't that be sick? If it'd be super easy, freeze dried sausage and peppers and onions and like a nice bulgogi sauce. Todd seems scared of me. He's definitely scared of me. He's scared of his own shadow. No, we had a great time. Thank you, Susanna. Last week's collab was awesome. Todd Champion is the king for sure. Max, Tony, I'm not going to get political. What am I seeing here? I was trying to catch up. My wife is here. She's moderating. She said, "Happy 60th stealth." Thank you, my love. I think about that all the time. That on nights like tonight, I'm going to be comfortable tonight anyway, compared to a lot of other times. I was actually really comfortable at the movie theater last week too. Once we hit those recliners, I was out like a light. Todd did not sleep. We woke up at 5:50 a.m. and he was like, I woke up and was like, and then fell back asleep. And like 20 minutes later, checked my phone again, and I heard like a podcast. And I looked down the aisle, and Todd's just lounging. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Book on tape." I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "Did you sleep at all? How long have I been sleeping?" He's like, "You've been asleep for almost 3 hours. I haven't slept at all." And then we finished our video went and got coffees, went back to my house for 2 more hours, and he just drove to Rochester, raw dogged it. I don't know. I don't know. He's an animal. Um, yeah, I mean, people are asking questions about what I was saying with normal and collabs, and um, I appreciate all of you saying that I'm real and I keep it real. And Chan, if I've given you advice or if you've taken anything from me or learned what not to do, or a lot of you have given me really good advice and kept me motivated. And yeah, if people don't like me or you or whoever you are, wherever you are for who you are or where you choose to hang your hat, things of that nature, I'm trying to be very cryptic. Um, Someone doesn't want to, we'll use it as a metaphor. Someone doesn't want to shoot a video with me, that's their choice. If I was invited, would I have went? Sure. Yeah, I want to, you know. If someone wants to watch my videos and leave a mean comment, that's their choice. Do I want them to watch my videos? Yes. Do I want them to leave a comment? Yes. Do I want it to be a nice comment? If I had my choice, yeah, but like I can't control other people. Um, I don't I don't see a reason to not be who I am. I don't think a lot of you realize who I am or where I come from. I have come a long way as a person. I should not be alive right now. I should not be sitting here right now. I should not have a wife right now that loves me and that I love unconditionally. And I should not be stupidly, reasonably successful on YouTube right now. I should not be clean and sober right now. I should not be reasonably healthy right now. For all intents and purposes, and in the eyes of a lot of people from my past, friends, family, um, I'm scum. I'm a loser. I'm incorrigible. Irredeemable. From a broken home, was abandoned, abused in multiple ways, turned to substances to mask my trauma, my PTSD, um, pushed away people that actually cared about me because I didn't feel worthy of being loved and respected. And um, straight up, F them all. Straight up. I'm not going to swear, but like F all of them. F you. Straight up. All of those people. If if I'm not up to your standards or I'm not your flavor, that's fine. If you want to let me know that in a derogatory way or exclude me or push me away or that, um, let it be known that I'm not, it's like F you straight up in a kind professional way, but F you. I I've gotten everywhere that I've gotten by putting my nose to the grindstone. And I would never say this to somebody struggling, well, you're depressed, you're anxious, you're this. Yeah, I am. Pull up your bootstraps. Well, you telling me that is just you glibbing over the actual root of the problem. I've gotten to the root of the problems and addressed it from within. So the fact that you want to pass judgment on me and still make it easier in your own mind for me to just live my life every day than it actually has been and tell me to pull up my bootstraps, I've already done that. I've already gotten to where I am by everything I've gotten and everything I've pushed towards and earned and tried to straighten out about my own life. I'm ranting now, but like I've already done all the hard work and now I'm just trying to set myself up. I'm just trying to it's triggering, honestly. It's triggering. Maybe I shouldn't even have said anything, but like I don't know anybody anything. I don't know any other creators anything. I don't know any viewers anything. And all I can offer is who I am and what I can bring to the table. And I shoot videos and I interact with everybody and I try to be, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. People don't want to shoot videos with me. People don't want to just watch my video and then click off. They want to tell me I'm a freak show or tell. I don't want to spiral. I try not to take it personal. And sometimes it's hard, but other than that, like what else can I do? I'm Sam. I'm the Northwest Wind. If you're here, I appreciate you. And if you don't want to be, or you don't want me part of your circle, or you don't want me part of yours, or you don't want to be part of my circle, you don't want me part of yours, then fine. That's fine. I mean, I care, but I don't. Thank you all. Hmm. Um, I'm just reading all your comments. You guys are all very kind. You guys are all very kind. You're gonna make me start crying. um, oh no, did I lose my spot? Did I lose my spot? Um, so stealth camp number 60 tonight. I do have I didn't mean to go off the rails there, but I just wanted to vent a little bit. People were asking questions. I'm just going to answer them. I'm not hiding from anything. Just like I don't hide from the fact that I have mental health issues. I've depression, anxiety, PTSD, trauma, abuse, uh, substance abuse, which was a byproduct of all of that. You're looking at the guy. You're looking at the guy. I don't hide from it. Many of you here have talked to me on a personal level, or I've talked to you, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think it's something to, I guess, to wrap all that up in a nutshell, even bringing those things up. I don't think that hiding from these things is healthy. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I don't think being fake in your videos or pretending to be somebody behind the camera that you aren't in real life, like, unless you're like, Keanu Reeves or something, like you're an actor. But if you're just I don't think it's right. I also don't think it's right that people want to, I guess it's just the way of the world though, but you want to talk down and it's like being real is a rarity anymore. And, when I watch a creator, I can immediately tell if they're real or if they're fake. You watch me, you see what you see is what you get. I know Todd Champion. You watch Todd, what you see is what you get. Tony, what you see is what you get. Shy Guy, what you see is what you get. You watch Daniel with Hammock Mountain. He's a lot more scared in real life. I don't know if he's here or not. I'm just kidding though, Daniel. I love Daniel. Um, Steve Wallace. I don't know him personally. We've chatted a few times, but you can just when you watch him, you just get the. And I'm using him as an example. I don't know him that well. We've chatted 3 or 4 times on Instagram, but I'm saying it strictly from the sense of when you watch his videos, you get the sense and what you see is what you get. John from Lost Lakes, Joe Robinette, um, Kevin. If you guys aren't familiar with Kevin Wild, like Kevin Wild, check him out too. My newest favorite canoe tripper. He just uploaded an 8-hour video of a 40-day canoe trip. If you're into that kind of thing, so just be nice to people. Um, People are asking about specific creators. I mean, I'm not gonna name drop or do anything like that, but um, my wife is here saying hi to people. Hello, Charles Carroll in Alabama. Nice to see you. Um, Anybody that wants to hang out and or potentially collab, I can't promise a collab, but I can promise if you want to hang out. Um, Random Adventures, Tony. It's the creator subscriber meetup. Um, It's Memorial Day weekend at Knoebels in Pennsylvania. I call it Tony Fest. Tony might not like that, but I call it Tony Fest. It's Tony's subscriber. Sorry, it's Tony's subscriber creator meetup. Um, so if you're an artist or a videographer or a YouTuber or a musician or you paint pictures and you want to come out and do your thing, as well as any of you that watch any of us, come on out. I can personally let you know that I've talked to Todd. I can't guarantee, but Todd said he was planning on going. I will likely be going. Um, I heard through the grapevine, that Kevin from Small Plots will be going. I heard that secondhand because that's how I hear everything secondhand. Um, Tony will obviously be there. I think Daniel will be there from Hammock Mountain. I talked to a few other people this week that said they will be there as well. So definitely, I'm 80% convinced solidly that I will be there. So that's Memorial Day weekend. So, um, and it's in Pennsylvania, Central PA. Central PA. So if you'd want to fly in, you'd probably want to fly to Philly, I'm guessing, or maybe Harrisburg, but a major airport, probably Philly. Be a couple hour drive. Maybe, I don't know. Make your own arrangements, I guess. But Anthony, I'm coming up there sometime. See, that's another thing too. It's like all those opportunities I could have been, whatever. Um, this guy, Billy Jones, 2369. If you make one more comment, I'm going to ban you from the channel. You can comment, but if you leave one more comment like that, I'm just going to block you from the channel. So you can still comment, but you're the only person that will see it. I won't even be able to see it. So pick your battles. I'm not giving any indication of anything. I'm just saying straight up what the truth is. Bunch of people asked me and wanted to know what was going on with certain things, and I have no reason. I'm not betraying anybody's honor or saying anything specific. Just that certain people don't want anything to do with me, so that's what it is. I was told that specifically. It was not an open invitation. Is literally what I was told, and I straight up, it wasn't. It's not an open invitation. So I won't lie. And then Matthew, did you donate again, Matthew? I appreciate that. 3 times you've donated tonight. I might have to fly you out to Tony Fest at this rate, buy you some dinner. Thank you all again for your donations tonight. Very, very much. Again, my phone is blowing up about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cat named Sophie, not surprised, really. Well, if you're not surprised, I want you to tell me why you're not surprised. What about that is not surprising? What is not surprising? That I'm just a real person. What you're seeing is I'm a 34-year-old human being. I have a heart. I have a mind. I have creativity. I have a soul. I have feelings. I have self-expression. I have desires to do good things. I try to take care of people. It's like who I am behind the camera and how I choose to perform and, give myself to the world. That does not define me as a person. It doesn't. And if people want to see me as a certain way or pass judgment on me because of preconceived whatever, they're only looking at it. They're looking at it with blinders on because that's how they want to see it. Because if they take the blinders off, they're forced to confront their own nonsense, and if they take the blinders off, hey, this guy's a Chad, this guy's a chode. If they take the blinders off, they're forced to see and confront their own inner nonsense because it's easy to have tunnel vision. It's easy to look straight ahead and not acknowledge here or here. It's like once you start to peel back the curtain, oh my God, I might be wrong. Oh my God, I'm blah blah blah. Like, you know, because I used to be that person. Sorry, I'm not a hypocrite. I've grown. I've learned. You can't BS a BSer. Thank you, Rudy, very very much for your generosity. I'm screenshotting all these so I can remember all of you and add you to the thank you list. James, thank you as well. James CD2KX. Thank you very, very much. Casey Nutt says he invited me to Survivor Man 2027. I will be there. I will be there. I don't play Xbox, no. If I haven't said hi to you, hey, Steven Huber, my dude, haven't seen you guys in a while. Paul Weant, what's up, brother? Too much gear guy, Bulgogi. I shouted you out earlier. I don't know if you were here, Jason. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? If I skipped over your name or comment, feel free to just comment it again. I always try to stay ahead on comments, and then I never do, and then I get like an hour behind. So then like 40 minutes from now, I'll see comments from this conversation and like not know what people are talking about. Andy Martinez, nice to be local as well. You guys are all saying stuff about different things, and I'm just telling you how it is. I don't know what else to say. People ask me questions. I'm going to be honest with them. I would have liked to be in New York, and I was not welcomed. So I'm glad I got to see my friend Todd. Todd is my friend. Todd and I get along swimmingly and handsomely, and anything else accessory to that, I have no part of. I'm not, Todd went on a road trip to collaborate with a lot of people and decided to stop here. And I'm glad he did. And we had a good time. And that's, it is what it is. I'm my own man. Todd is his own man. I plan on doing a similar road trip style, likely to go see him at some point in the spring, late spring. There's a few destination stealth camps I would like to do along the route. There's actually a couple concerts in Nashville. Well, there's it kind of tailors out nicely because I can drive down to see Todd and shoot a video, and then there's a camp along the way that I definitely want to do. And then in the time frame I'm looking today, one of my favorite bands, Tripping Daisy. If you haven't heard of them, go listen to the album I Am an Elastic Firecracker by Tripping Daisy. They're playing in Nashville and in Birmingham, Alabama, 2 days apart at the end of April. So somewhere I want to camp is along the way down there, and then I can go see a show in Nashville and then drive the rest of the way to see Uncle Todd. So that's my plan right now. You guys is uploading a video every other week after a summer of once a week bad? I just do every week, and that's just my thing. But I think some people can upload once a year and get 1 million views. Some people can upload twice a day and get 5 views. I think it's just specific to a lot of things. I'm not going to sit here and say what's a good idea or bad idea. I think it's just, you just got to do what's right for you and try and do your thing. Just reading some of these. And for the record, I'm not hating on anybody. A couple people asked questions and I just gave an honest answer. So if If people don't like honesty, well then, you know, if people want to put information and put themselves out there, um, you know, then that's information that's out there. And if people ask me questions and I can answer them honestly, that's it is what it is. There's no hate, there's no shade. Like if anyone perceives it that way, well, it should be perceived in the same way that I perceived when I was told directly information. So it's like, you know, I was told one thing, now I'm telling everybody else that from my own perspective. So if people don't like it, people don't like it. I don't know what to say. I can tell you based on how all those things played out. Um, I probably would not sell my soul and go down that route because why should I? Even if you know opportunities arise, if something organic came into play, then yeah, I'd probably you know. But why would I? Why would I swallow my pride and you know backtrack on the fact that I'm comfortable in my own skin? I'm comfortable with who I am, and that's fine with me. You know, I'm butthurt a little bit for sure, but at the same time, like it's now known, it's now out in the open. It was made clear to me, um, and that's that. So it is what it is. Um, Christmas Matouche. Yeah, Matouche was supposed to be here tonight, but it just did not work out in his favor. I Matouche was supposed to be here, and I forgot when I planned this camp. This was going to be Matouche's return. I bought him a Greyhound ticket and I threw it away like Kevin McAllister in the beginning of Home Alone. You know, when the milk and the pizza and um, um, just reading all these comments. A lot of people are just talking amongst themselves, which I do like. Lucy, child of God. I deal with a lot of PTSD, and you being out there helping people is a blessing. I appreciate it. I'm happy to help any of you. If I showed you my inbox on Instagram and my emails, I mean, in the almost well 2.5 whatever hundreds easily without even thinking about adding an S to that, hundreds of people have reached out, thousands, thousands of messages back and forth. I have conversations ongoing with some of you in here. I'm not going to call it out because it doesn't matter, but I have I have several year long back and forths and friendships now. I guess at this point, right? Um, Correspondence. You know, it's a lot easier to be pen pals in real time on Instagram or an email than you know. Um, Thousands of backs and forths. Probably 1,000 different people have reached out at this point. Honestly, hundreds for sure. And it's not like it helps me too. It really helps me too, because a lot of times, and people have you, a lot of you have given me advice. I'll rant and vent, especially Chris is in here. You can ask my wife. My wife's in here. Even just all this nonsense I'm talking about. Like, yes, I wanted to go to New York. Yeah, I did, and it hurt my feelings straight up. You know, it hurt. It hurt. Made me feel like a loser. Um, but then, you know, like I said, it made me feel like a loser. It made me feel like a loser. It made me feel like a loser. Um, Deep down, I know that's not right to feel, and deep down, I know that that's not how I feel about myself. But yeah, you know, I have thicker skin than most people, and at the same time, that doesn't alleviate nonsense. Um, Point being, it helps me to help a lot of you. I'm allowed to take my own advice for once. I'm allowed to say words and try and help people and realize at the same time, like, hey, these people are telling me the same, blah blah blah. It's like it's cyclical. It's one hand that feeds the other. It's a double-edged sword, but on the end of each sword is a chocolate Oreo s'more over the fire, and then I'm whatever trying to be poetic. Um, it helps me to help you, and a lot of you have helped me too, more than you know. Um, makes me feel like a loser. It did. It really did. Um, I don't know though. It is what it is. Tis what it is. I see Ed Chaos in here. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank all of you that have been generous tonight. Um, I appreciate it very much. I'm always here for all of you. Like I said, it's the community. I never thought it would grow to what it is now. I never thought that any of this would be worth watching. I never thought that. I don't even honestly. I kind of want to go back and see where the mental health stuff started because I've been going through it. I'm 34 now. I've been going through it my entire life, more or less, different eras. I kind of want to go back. If any of you can tell me, I kind of want to go back and figure out when I first started talking about mental health on the channel. And then once it started clicking and people started reacting to it and reaching out, and my wife and I both it's like all of a sudden it just became part of the mantra. And I also feel like people hold that against me too. I also feel like some people have said it's fake. Some people have said that I'm just doing it for attention. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know anybody an explanation. If someone wants to say it's fake, shoot me an email and I'll export a PDF of all 70,000 emails and screenshots of my Instagram, and you'll see how fake it is. You'll see how fake all those if it's fake, if I'm faking it, and if it's BS on my end, then you're saying the same thing about every other person that's ever reached out to me or every other person that's said a kind, supportive anything to me, because if they thought it was fake, they wouldn't have said that. And if what I'm going through is fake, then so is what they're going through. So you want to invalidate one person, you're invalidating everybody. Thank you, Chan. Again, I appreciate you very much. Very, very much. Thank you. And and I equate it to similar to what I've kind of been ranting about tonight. If people can't see through, it's like there's like a film. Like it's like you put a Stouffer's meal in the microwave, but you don't know what the meal is. And then when the microwave beeps and you pull it out and it's got that plastic thing on it and all you see is the steam, you don't know what kind of meal is in there. But it's a delicious Stouffer's dinner, and no matter what, it's going to be good. But I'm trying to be, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just like I'm a real person. I'm a human being. I got problems. I got a family. I've got bills to pay. I'm trying to grow a YouTube channel. I got hobbies. I got family issues. It's like just because I act like a clown a little bit, or I have more fun than some people, and I don't. I'm not just like one dimensional. If people want to define you by strictly one facet of who they see you to be, then that's fine. Let them. My wife's calling me. Hi. You're on speaker.
Please say your final words on the subject and move on to people's questions and communicate with your community and pay attention to the people who are here right now. Talk to those guys.
Okay, love you.
Here's what they say. Talk to us now.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Um, see about reading some other comments here. People keep telling me to do a snow fort camp. I lost my spot in the comments again. That's why I'm being quiet. Thank you, cat named Sophie. I appreciate you very much. I keep taking screenshots of all these so I can add you to the thank you list, because a lot of times I still put people on the when I put the viewers in the video. Thank you, Wander Wilson. I appreciate that. From New Zealand. New Zealand, that's one place I plan to visit someday, very, very much. On my list to go visit. James CDX2. I think I don't know if I already received that one or thanked you for it, but I'm just seeing it now because I lost my spot in my comments like an idiot. I hate when I do, but I guess I did already say thank you. But thank you again. Thank you to all of you that have donated. I lost my spot. I'm trying to get back to it. I'm going to try and well, I can tell you the next several camps, weather dependent. I've got some scary, crazy stuff planned. Some very risque stuff. Trying to catch up with God removes people that don't need to be in your life. So that's, it's kind of like I'm not going to touch on the YouTube nonsense anymore. People are people, but it's all related. The past year and a half, a lot of things have transpired that have been good for me. Even this recent event, it coincided with a couple recent events in my personal life that are kind of the same token. Like, trim the fat in your life. I've seen a lot of people comment here, your circle, keep your circle small, protect your bubble, do all of the things that are good for you and your immediate well-being, your family, your this, your that. So I totally agree. You gotta do what's best for you. Yeah. I kind of feel like I lost my momentum there. I was in a good mood. I'm still in a good mood, but thank you for you have a way with words, Matthew. I want to introduce you to Podcast Dave, aka the Scottish Hammer. Dave and I are working together behind the scenes a little bit. Dave has been a very recent addition to the channel behind the scenes. I'm not going to give anything away, but want to give a warm welcome to Podcast Dave, aka the Scottish Hammer. So I'm not going to get into details, but Dave and we're cooking, and he's already proved his worth and weight in gold tremendously. So, the Scottish Hammer, mate. Well, that's Australian, but still, mate. I need to do a collab with Steve. I would love to collab with Steve someday. That would be epic. Absolutely epic. I should have brought Zero, honestly, with me tonight. Zero could have, well, actually, probably not a good idea. but he right now he'd be fine here. I actually still have to go do my camp too. It's 10:30. My phone is just blown up. Cavaliers and people texting me about this. I actually have to film this camp tonight. I have to be done with my camp before 5 a.m. If I'm here at 5 a.m. or later, I will get busted 100%. So I'm going to stay alive for a while, but not going to get much sleep tonight. That's okay. I'll the night after stealth camping, I usually sleep. You can ask my wife; she's in here. I'm usually asleep at like 7 o'clock, and usually sleep through the night. So, yeah, Kevin Keener. I mentioned. Thanks, 210, Dave. I appreciate the donation. Thank you very much for your support as well. David from 210, you might remember him from the Walmart 5-person stealth camp. It was Todd and myself, 210, David, Daniel from Hammock Mountain, and Skeeter. I'm surprised Skeeter's not here. Hey Siri, text Skeeter. Why are you not in my live right now? Question mark. How dare you? I believe David will be at Tony Fest as well. So again, if you go watch the Walmart 5-person extravaganza, you will recognize David. But yeah, Kevin, I mentioned Wild Bliss Bunny earlier. I discovered her about 2 weeks ago. Somebody sent me a screenshot of a comment she made on one of her videos where she shouted out Todd and Tony and myself, I think. And it's not in a mean way. I just had never heard of her. I don't really watch much stealth camping. I don't. Just my friends. I watch a lot less stealth camping now than I used to. I went over and watched her videos, and I'm definitely a new fan. So I did mention her before. Definitely go check her out. And I haven't reached out to her personally. I did text Tony if he had heard about her, and I said, you should get in touch and get her out to Tony Fest, and then we can all collab. She could keep all of us in line. What is this? Places and paths. Hey, brother, I'm taking some online training as you speak here tonight for mental health disorders and crisis intervention. I wear multiple hats. My YouTube channel is just a small portion. Let's see your channel. Okay. Well, I'll save one of your videos to my watch later, Places and Paths. Everyone, I guess, go check out his channel too. I'm not familiar, but thank you for being here, and I appreciate that. Doing some good. Shoot me an email or an Instagram message. Again, for all of you watching, I'll help any of you any way that I can. All you got to do is reach out to me. My Instagram and email are in the description of every video, including this video. And that's how you can get in touch with me. I respond to everybody. So if you need a friend, if you need anything. And I'm not ignoring all of you. I'm just trying to get current on comments. So if I skipped over you or if I haven't said hi, I apologize. Feel free to say it again. Places and Paths said they're planning on going to Tony Fest. So again, yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend at Knoebels in central PA. I think it's closer to Philly than anywhere else. Maybe I think Daniel flew. He might have flown out of Baltimore. I don't know, but probably Philadelphia. Jennifer Cargill, what's up, sister? What's happening? So yeah, get on out to Tony Fest. Like I said, Todd said he's planning to be there. I'm planning to be there. I heard through the grapevine again that Kevin from Small Plots might be there. I know Skeeter will be there. Daniel, a bunch of other people. So, Shy Guy driving down to Knoebels. I've already done a cemetery stealth camp. Anthony said we'll have a good time when I get there. American and United fly in and out of state, College, PA, 2 hours from Knoebels. Okay, so that's another small hub, I'm assuming, a regional airport. Paul Weant says he's excited about getting James Harden. I'm not, but that's just me. Oh, you're talking about Casey Nuts. You're talking about Survivor Man out in Chardon. You're talking about. Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't always remember what people are referencing and whatnot. It's hard for me to keep up with everybody. But thank you, Tim Huff. Thank you, Venger6. Joshua Gaines. Well, I'm not skipping you now. Angela Yeager. Yeah, I'm filming a stealth camp tonight. This is a little. I wanted to come live. Thank you, Nomad. I don't believe in Bigfoot. No. People are texting me some things. Oh. Trippin' Daisy. Yeah. So I saw Trippin' Daisy, Jennifer. It was back in July, I think, or August. Yeah, July. They're one of my absolute favorites. They played Firecracker its whole way through. They're doing the same tour again, just in cities they didn't hit last time. So I thought I might only get a chance to see that whole album played one time. They're doing it again, but the closest show is Nashville. Last year's was kind of like east of the Mississippi. This tour is like southern west of the Mississippi. So I got to catch it while I can. Wander with Wilson. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to catch up on comments. Yes, RIP to someone. Paul Wean said we lost a Home Alone legend this week. RIP to Catherine O'Hara, aka Kevin's mom. The best. She's good in a lot of things. She's good in pretty much everything I've ever seen. She's in The Last of Us season 2. Orange County is a super unknown, underrated movie. If you haven't seen it, she was in Schitt's Creek. I think she was in Nightmare Before Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. My phone is blowing up. Yeah, I am behind on comments. People are blowing up my phone. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Ghosty Russ, what's up, brother? Hit me up, Ghosty Russ. Shoot me a text or on Instagram. I'd love to catch up. I haven't heard from you in a while. No, I've never considered doing anything with forest fire prevention. No, I've not. Chris Blast Games, glad to have you here. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Trailblazer. Thanks, all of you. I'm reading all these comments. I'm going to make a snow fort video one day. Good night, Angela. David Snyder, what's up? James, what's up? Ed Chaos, hey, how are you? Butthole in a bag. I'm a content creator. Jay's Haunted Appalachia. I appreciate that. Yeah, anybody, if you struggle, I struggle. We all struggle in our own ways. If you think that I won't respond to you or that I won't try and help you, even just by listening or talking, ask around. Ask around, and I will do whatever I can for you. Did I lose my? I lost my spot. Risky is sleeping behind the Agora Ballroom. Ed Chaos said that's a sketchy area. Thank you for your donation, Ed. I can't even keep up with these donations right now because I just lost my spot again. I hate that. Thank you. The skateboard deck on the wall. It's a limited edition. I think it was by Huff. Melancholy and the Smashing Pumpkins are my favorite band. They did, if you couldn't tell, they did a collaboration with Huff. Some limited. I'm not into like swag or Supreme or like high fashion, but I was or am a skater, or snowboarder, or whatever. And Melancholy is one of my favorite records. So that was a gift from my wife. And yeah, it's not been skated. So, trying to yeah, so people are asking about trips I have planned. Yeah, I'm taking a fishing trip next week. I don't think I'm going to film anything though. I just need to get out and fish down to West Virginia. Probably just be a day trip, might be a one night trip. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out a camp for next week too. So it'll be a tough week. But I will also I have a trip planned. I have a couple Canada trips planned. Dates just need to be locked down. One will be I'm going to do another Temagami trip like I have the past couple years. That'll be in early August, and that'll be another long several day camping video. I have 2 more Canada trips I'd like to take. So, and then just normal fishing trips and stuff. Tony Fest, I'm going to turn into a multi-day affair where I'll probably go fish and camp for a day or two and then go to Tony Fest. And depending on how much we collab, last year I was going to fish and camp again after Tony Fest, but I fished, then camped, then did 2 stealth camps. So 3 nights in a row I camped, including the Walmart camp and the highway camp. And I was absolutely beat after 3 straight nights of tomfoolery because it wasn't like quality. It wasn't just fishing and camping and sleeping. It was so. Hi, Karika. Karika is in here. That's Todd's wife. So my wife and Jessica are in here. Oh, Kevin is in here. Small plots. Dude, you were making wild assumptions about why you weren't invited. Nothing was personal. You trying to make us look bad by making it seem like we personally spurned you isn't cool. Oh, shots fired. That's not what I heard. Ha ha. Don't care. You could, you don't have to come in here and say that. You could have just texted me personally. But when you straight up said to me it wasn't an open invitation when I asked if I could come and wanted to be there, and I heard some other things. So maybe it wasn't personal from your perspective, but you don't get to tell me how I interpret how you made me feel. So there's that. And with that, you could have just texted me. And nothing was anything towards Anybody else? No Todd, no Sam, nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. Got a lot of nerve coming in here and saying that because you know. Come on, let's be real. You had to come in here and defend your own honor against what? Come on now, let's be real. Let's be real. Trying to make you look bad. I didn't say anything. I'm not the one that opened my mouth. I didn't say anything. Come on now. Naughty, naughty. I'm going to unpin that comment too because that was not necessary. Wow, that's a lot of nerve. That's a lot of nerve. A lot of nerve. Joshua Gaines, you said that before. You're used to being ignored. That's not the case because I haven't ignored you tonight at all, my friend. Shy Guy said he'll be at Canobel's. That is Chris from Shy Guy Adventures. I already said you should check out his channel. Coal Region Diaries. The day we try to crash YouTube, I will be there. I am local to the park. Okay. I would like to do so Billy says I should do oops, sorry, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Billy says I should do a romantic stealth camp with my wife. Everyone, if you want me to see if you want to see me do a camp with Jessica, all you got to do is let her know because we've been talking about it forever and planning on it, and it just has not happened yet, but I would really like to. Everyone asking about Knoebels, it's Memorial Day weekend, Tony Fest 2.0. So it's a big pavilion with a bunch of tables, a big, nice open common area, and everyone just comes and films and hangs out and talks. And there was food and stuff last year. You could bring your own food. Like I said, from what I understand anyway, I can't guarantee, but I heard Todd said he'll be there. I am planning on going. Tony will be there. A bunch of other creators. I did hear Kevin from Small Plots will be there. I think I even heard that Steve last year said he wanted to be there. So maybe he'll show up. I don't know, but don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that because I don't think he probably will, but that's what I heard anyway. Have I connected with a local health department? No, I haven't. I guess I don't know. I kind of like this being my platform and this being my outlet as far as dealing with all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'd be really comfortable kind of in like a one-on-one real life setting. I kind of like being a little bit at a distance and kind of feeling things out as conversations develop, if that kind of makes sense. But that's just me. I think I lost my spot again. Oops. Oh, you saw Tripping Daisy at First Avenue. I'm jealous. When was that? When was that? Rizzo Blam, Girth and Worth. I like that. Hope you're feeling a little bit better. OCD Fishing, what's up? Long time no here. What is going on? My phone is just blowing up. Oh my goodness. Cavaliers and shots fired. It's just like all I'm doing. Muffler's Bluff. Tony Rice. I've never been to the Monongahela. I fish the Allegheny regularly. I want to fish the Susquehanna really bad. the Juniata, I really want to fish as well. I river rafted at my buddy's bachelor party a few years ago. I think that was on the Yakagani. I think it was the upper Yakagani, if I'm not mistaken. That's like the intense section, and then the lower Yakagani is kind of more like every man's man. But as far as the Monongahela, I have not. My wife is saying goodnight. I love you. I'll call you a bit later. Todd Standing, Bigfoot expert. Uncle Canada's on a roll. Well, I guess you don't know it's Uncle Canada, but yeah, let's just leave all the hate out of here. I was just venting and people asked questions and I decided to give answers. But let's just leave all that alone. Like, it's not my problem. Like, I just was being real about it. So, and yeah, the movie Heavyweights is one of my favorite movies. It definitely is. I actually just watched it like 2 weeks ago. I guess I'm caught up on comments now. Karika did camp with, yeah, she did. That was like in late fall of last year. It was like that chicken, the poultry plant or whatever, right? I thought that was a pretty cool video. So you must be missing Todd, especially considering I was chatting with him earlier, and he sounds like his trip's a little bit longer than he originally planned, but hopefully he comes home, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the content. So Anthony Price, thank you so much for the generosity. I appreciate the generosity big time. Come fish New Hampshire. I really should at some point. New Hampshire is on my list. New Hampshire is on my list. Sorry, I lost my spot there. I was checking my. Jose Ramirez has been in the top 10 of MVP for a long time, and I don't think he'll ever win it because he's more valuable to his team than any other one player is to their team. But at the end of the day, it's just a small market. It's just it'll just never happen. It'll just never happen. It just won't happen. I kind of feel bad for ranting. Not my intent to, stir up any nonsense, but people asked and I told, and it is what it is. I'm not going to hide from nonsense. I'm not, if someone already has an opinion of me, and me just talking about things is going to upset them, then I don't know what to tell you. I didn't do anything. So at the end of the day, I still have to go film the rest of this camp tonight. It's definitely going to be a long night with not much sleep because I still have to get my bed stuff set up. I still have to, maybe I should wear a Yankees hat to feel better. I'd wear a Yankees hat. If someone put it on me in my casket, I would take it off. I'd come back to life and take it off. I don't need this stupid drama. Nonsense. Nonsense. Um, Absolute nonsense. Um, Thoughts on the boundary waters being mined if that bill passes. Um, yeah, it's absolutely awful. I went up to the boundary waters on that canoe trip when I busted my foot. That was in the boundary waters. I saw that the past couple weeks. I think the bill likely will pass, unfortunately. It also is going to be at the headwaters. So it's not like they're just going to be mining a specific area and kind of containing it to, like, let's just say they have, like, I don't know, like picture like a grid of like 100 squares. Like, it's not like they just have like a few squares up here and it's going to be contained to one river valley or to one basin. It's at the headwater. Well, it's on the northwestern, whatever, from what I understand. Like, it's at the headwaters in that area of several major systems. So even if it's just like the most minimal amounts of pollution heading down that way into several different systems, which affect a great portion of the overall greater boundary waters. So it's despicable. It's horrible. Just like opening up lands in Alaska for pipeline and this and that. It's like, it turns into a political conversation. Um, it turns into a political conversation much faster than I would care to admit. So it sucks no matter what. I personally believe that humanity and Earth are like uh, a Volkswagen that your dad bought brand new in 1972, and then your older brother drove it, and then now you drove it in college, and then now your son is driving it, and it's got 218,000 miles on it, and no knobs, and the radiator needs filled every 10 minutes, and has three donut tires on it. Like, that's humanity, and you don't just, unless like Mike and Frank, RIP Frank Fritz, unless Mike and Frank from American Pickers buy it and restore it, eventually that car is going to stop driving. So that's my take on humanity. So small, small environmental boons add up to bigger ones over time. And also, um, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get political at all. I'm an environmentalist, so that is what it is. Um, I do want to go back to the Boundary Waters again. That trip I did wasn't even like, I mean, that portage was very long, but I've done longer portages with heavier canoes in worse conditions. I There was no accident or no peril. I just rolled my ankle. That rolls. That's my bad foot. Like Al Bundy in high school, the quarter, everyone was the quarterback and blew out their shoulder. Like Dan Connor, that's my bad ankle. Literally, from I broke my ankle the night before my senior prom. Like, we were filming a video actually, and I destroyed my ankle. And we went from there. I didn't go to the hospital. I went from there to pick up our tuxes and got a pimp cane. Um, and that was that. Ever since then, it's like probably once or twice a year, I'll turn it decently to where I'm like, and then once every 2 or 3 years, it goes really bad again. And that was not fun. I would like to go back up there and redeem myself. I don't know. I'm kind of haunted by that place because that was like my first real foray back into canoe tripping, and it just went so bad. The first 2 days were excellent, and then at a moment's notice. Um, and that also kind of sucks though too, because it's just a big swath. It's one of the most protected and still untouched places on Earth. Like, you're not even allowed. There's a no-fly zone over it. Ironically, I'm one of very few people that have flown over the Boundary Waters. You can't even like do fly-in trips there. It's only for forestry practices, forest management, fires, and medical evacuations. Those are the only planes that are allowed over the boundary waters. So if you're in the boundary waters, whether you're right on the border or deep, and you see a plane, it's always going to be a float plane or a helicopter. Either they're scouting for fires, going to put out a fire, doing some kind of forestry mission, whatever that might be, um, and or likely rescuing or assisting somebody. So maybe a few dozen people per year at best, and a lot of those people would be the same pilots and EMTs and forest rangers fly over the boundary waters. So, granted, my flight was relatively. I mean, I guess it's a flight over whatever maybe the longest flight from point A to point B would be 40 minutes, but my 20-minute flight was wild because it's we're low to the ground too. Couple thousand feet maybe at best. So, um, Timothy is asking what I was shouting in the mall. Sarku, Japan. So if you're not familiar with Sarku, Japan, they actually have standalone locations now. So I haven't been going to the mall for it. They opened up one in the city next to me. It's chicken teriyaki, like the mall style chicken teriyaki, and it's absolutely delicious. So. Um, I have a bad taste in my mouth. I have a bad taste in my mouth. Like I'm ostracized and or told things. I'm talked down to by viewers in the genre, and I get hate. And then I get it from creators and other people in the genre. And then I'm literally just talking. And then those same people want to tell me that I'm doing something that they don't like. It's like, go F yourself. Literally. Like when I get off the live, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to leave a voicemail or try and have a phone conversation because no, like you're not gonna sit here and dictate how you make people feel when you say things and do actions and it's not this and that. Like no, like it just leaves a bad taste. It's like I'm doing my thing, other people are doing their things, and that's fine. But then when you want to start crossing swords, I know that's a good one. When you want to start crossing swords and this and that, like then there's gonna be some thises and that's. Like it is what it is. Like there already was prior, and then now there's more, and then now you're trying to. It's like what do you want? What do you expect? What do you expect? Elaine, yeah, that's Elaine's asking Chris, Shy Guy, if he's the one that doesn't show himself on the video. So he shows himself, just not all the way. It's just annoying. It's like annoying. Like I can't, no matter what I do, no, literally, like I'm mad. No matter what I do, I get it. Like people want to tell me whatever. Okay, comment, funny guy, whatever. Yeah, okay. And then other creators, this, that, blah, 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 blah. I'm not allowed to speak freely though. Like, not cool. Like, okay, then don't be not cool and things won't be not cool. Like, it's simple, simple math. People want to not like my style or editing or comedy or funny or whatever. Okay, that's fine. Like, you don't have to. You can move right along with your life. Don't leave comments and then I won't know how you feel. If you want to collaborate or don't or this or that, then don't run your mouth. Don't tell people. And then when there's a conversation and then it's like it's simple. Like, if you don't want conflict, then just ignore stuff and leave it alone. Like, and then you're mad at me for, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm on the internet. I'm used to this kind of crap. But then it's like, these are real people in real life that I actually interact with, not just like people commenting. It's like, geez Louise. God dang. It's like, just leave it alone. Like, don't, you mess with the stove, you're going to get burned. Like, nobody had any nonsense. Nobody had any nonsense. It's like, I just like trying to live my life. Oh. Oh well. I mean, I really don't care. People ask me questions, and I was just honest. I was told directly and indirectly certain things. Nothing that is unprofessional, and I didn't convey anything in a non-professional way. And if people want to, you know, everyone's a real person. Everyone, it's like, can't always hide behind a screen. Can't always hide behind a. Yeah, it is what it is. But I still have a stealth camp I have to film tonight too, and got to be out of here by like 4:45. I'm going to be a pile of Dushavni tomorrow. That's one of the worst things about, especially so the night when I was trying to see how long I could stay in the mall. I'm like, didn't get home till like 4:15 in the morning, and then when Todd and I filmed last week, I got maybe 2 hours and change of sleep, and then went to Starbucks and was home 6:30. So I slept for a couple hours, and then once Todd left, I edited and I worked. Um, I had a lot of videos saved going into winter, so there were several weeks where I did not camp because I had videos that I shot, just like the island video with Zero and the fishing video, some of the property tours, whatever. But I can't name them off the top of my head, but um, I haven't really been in like a filming every week cycle for a while. Yeah, and I did do the island with Zero video 3 weeks ago, but the week prior to that was the Vegas video, and that took a lot out of me. Flying to Vegas, getting there late, being up all night, going to that convention, then flying home. That was like a 33-hour swing, and I slept for maybe between that whole from when I left Cleveland to when I got back to Cleveland, it was like 33 hours, 38 hours, 35 hours, whatever. And I slept for maybe 4 hours and just fueled on double cappuccinos from Starbucks at the airport and blah, blah, blah. So now that I'm getting back in the rhythm of filming again consecutively, being really far ahead was super nice. But now that I'm back in the flow, it's like I know how tired I'm going to be the next day. And um, yeah, it's one of the Dushavny parts of all of this crap. But it's a lot of good though too. Like for as much as I want to complain about one asshole tonight, it's we hit 25K. The most recent videos are doing fairly well. Um, I do have goals. I do have plans. I do. I do want to continue to. What's the best word? Not like diversify because I feel like I already do a diverse kind of content, a diverse amount of content. Whether it's fishing, camping, regular camping. Blah blah blah. Um, I guess maybe I want to be more diverse, I suppose, but not like do 15,000 different kinds of content. I have some other ideas I might try. Um, I really just want this year to be about growth. And I'm not saying that like numbers on YouTube. I want numbers on YouTube and growth as a byproduct of personal growth. I want my videos to be better. I started off the new year on a healthy resolution, and that's been a long time coming, like baby steps. And now I'm taking big steps. So, taking better care of myself, being more accountable. Um, and that includes like staying completely on track and focused on everything, whether it's sobriety or mental health, wellness, and stuff, as well as yeah, YouTube and work and my marriage, of course. I never mention that stuff a lot, personal life stuff, and I never like mention like my real home life, like that is included with all that. Um, just I don't know, just a lot. Sometimes things are just a lot, but at the same time, like I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Sorry about that. Am I still here? I think I'm still here. I lost connection. Still here. Um, I lost my comment spot too. So I lost my spot. I appreciate all of you. Um, Thank you so much. A lot of you are saying you loved the movie theater stealth camp. That was one of the most fun videos ever to film. Also, one of the most fun videos ever to edit. And I don't usually go back and watch my videos a lot. Very, 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 very occasionally. And when I do, it kind of like goes in waves or like I'll watch like five at a time or five in a row, but I don't usually sit back and watch them again over time. Um, I also I also sorry, I'm just distracted. I won't lie, I'm just distracted. I also I won't watch my videos back to back. I'll shoot them and I know what I shot. And then when I go to edit it, I already have an edit in mind. And then I have to edit it. And then I watch it live as soon as I upload it before it goes live, once I schedule it to make sure it's good to go. So I lived it, then I have to edit it, which takes forever, and then watch it, and then sometimes fix things. So it's like by the time the video goes live, but that video I will say I've watched back. Um, I'm just distracted. I don't like that. I don't want rivals and like beef and all this nonsense. Like, I'm not for everybody. That's fine. I'm Sam of the Northwest Wind. I live my life. I shoot my videos. I do my thing. Like, you don't see me out here trying to be anybody or trying to copy anybody or trying to. I'm not saying anybody else is either. I'm just saying, like, you don't see me out here. Like, it's authentic. It's unique. It just is what it is. Like, I don't know if people have a problem with it, then they have a problem with it. Like, it really makes me sad more than anything. That's what I tried to convey earlier. Like, if Kevin is listening or whoever is watching, whatever, like, I'll just be straight up. Like, it is what it is, just like I was before. Todd said he's doing a stealth camping. I'm gonna just tell everybody what happened. Everyone's asking questions. I told them now. I guess I'm in the wrong for asking questions and giving them answers. Oh God, Todd said he was taking a stealth camping road trip and said he was going to hit here and then New York. And then he's got some other stuff planned too, which I'm not going to give away, but you already know he camped with Bananas and Small Plots, both whom I enjoy and watch, you know. And I asked if I could come, and I was told in so many words, not particularly, just, in a roundabout way, that it wasn't in the cards or wasn't going to work out per se, whatever. But I kind of got like an intuition. And then I have Kevin's number. And once I was kind of told like definitively no via third party, I just straight up asked. So I said, and I was straight up told like it's not an open invitation. Maybe somewhere down the road. It's like, I asked Sam Bananas a few times because he doesn't live far from here either. I like his videos. He's a fisherman, outdoor, on the water kind of guy. Like, it is what it is. And, he had said he's trying to get away from doing collabs because collabs don't do well. Well, you guys are all collabing. Like, I straight up asked if I could come, and I was told no. So I also heard some other things through the grapevine that were upsetting to me, and that they were on a personal note. So people can say whatever they want, that it wasn't personal or whatever, but like it was, and I took it that way. So I just answered questions, and I'm just being honest about it. Like, I don't care. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not burning any bridges or making anyone out to be a bad guy or bad person. If people want to take it that way, that's fine. It's not my prerogative. Just like anyone who wants to take my words and twist them and take a conclusion from that is exactly how those people made up their minds about me a long time ago, obviously, and how I made up my mind based on how all these events transpired myself and still feel that way to this day. It is what it is. So to come in here and I don't know, is what it is. And I've talked to Todd about this in the past too. I didn't come here tonight to make drama or beefs or whatever. Like, people asked questions. Why didn't you go to Rochester? Why weren't you in tonight's video? People literally messaged me, how come I saw Sam and Todd and Kevin. Why weren't you there? Weren't you just with Todd like the day before? Well, I wasn't invited. And then I asked and I was told I wasn't invited. Like, how is that wrong? What is wrong with me saying that? That's literally what happened. Anyone that ran and told Kevin, because obviously Kevin wasn't in here, and then he comes and comments to defend himself. There's no need to defend yourself. That's literally what happened. That's literally you. I have the text message of you saying it was not an open invitation. I have conversations with other people where I was literally told there's not enough room. Well, then there's this or that, blah, blah, blah. Well, they feel a certain way. Well, like, what is it? What do you want me to say? I was asked by multiple people who watch all of us, like, what do you want me to, I've talked to Todd in the past about this, that like, if you're familiar with fishing, if you don't, it's fine. But the Guggen squad, it was like John B, who was at the time fishing the Midwest, Andrew Flair, Alex Perrick, One Rod, One Reel, Rob Turkla, Justin Rackley, um, uh, who's the other guy? At the time, he was with him, but he's not anymore. Not Bama Bass. I'll have to look it up. But they were all independent fishing channels. They were all 10 to 40,000 subscribers. I discovered them all at a long time ago. And they started collaborating hardcore and then became big together. Like they all blew up together. They're all collaborating all the time. They're all taking road trips and fishing trips together. And then became the Guggen Squad. It's all defunct now. There's a whole, I'm not going to get into that. That's like a crazy, the fall off of the century, but they sold to private equity. That's literally what happened. If any of you are wondering about the Guggen Squad, they sold to private equity. And so, once I became acquainted with Tony, and then once Todd came on the scene, Todd told me this, and it made me, I don't know, really, just because Todd and I are friends, and I really, really adore Todd. I really do, as a man and as a person. And he's just like the ultimate free spirit. Let's do it. Go with the flow. Like Todd's got that, like, I'm not saying it like a funny way, but like when you look Todd in the eye and have a conversation, he's just a real dude. Like what you see is what you get. Todd is the Bombay. But Todd told me like a long time ago, before he did his first stealth camp, the first stealth camp he wanted to do was camp in a dumpster. And Todd said he YouTube searched for stealth camping in a dumpster to see if anybody had did it. And that's when he found my video. And that was like the third one I did. So you're talking like a while back, and that's how he, and then I became aware of him not long after. He did the Bridge stealth camp. And then he did another one right after that. That was pretty intense. I'd have to go back and watch. You're talking like a couple years ago now. But so I became aware of Tony because I think he started coming in my lives, and like we became friends and we've collaborated. And Todd and I, same thing. And both of those guys are the best guys. Tony is like a father figure to so many people, including myself. We haven't talked much the past year. I see all these comments coming. I don't even want to read them right now. And became friends with Tony and then Todd, and then we all met up at Tony Fest. And it's like my small world, like just me, and then Tony, and then Todd, and Daniel, and 210, and Skeeter, and then Shy Guy, and this and that, and Wild Bush. But all these people coming into the fold now, like, not that I've been here. People have been doing it longer. Even Steve has like been doing it way longer. But it's like I started my own little seed, and then started this, and then not me specific, but like the world of this. And Kevin, like I've been a fan of Kevin's videos for a long time. I've watched 80% of his videos, and blah blah blah. Sam Bananas. What's the guy's name? Stealth Camper X. I've chatted with him very briefly, but he makes great videos. And a bunch of other people that don't stealth camp but make stealth. It's like the circle of people that I know and I'm acquainted with has grown exponentially over the years. And I talked to Todd about it, and even with Tony had some ideas on it as well, but we could never all get together on it. But the distance between us is a huge factor. Todd's 10 hours from me. Tony's 4 and change. I think Sam Bananas, I've never really chatted with him, though. I'm just saying, like, he's only an hour and a half away. Kevin's in Rochester. It's like 4 or 5 hours. But all those other guys, that's what I'm saying. The fishing guys, like Flair was in Texas, and John B was in Illinois, and Perrick was from Florida, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, strength in numbers. And I became friends with a couple of those guys pretty quickly, and our collaborations have done well, and we've all kind of been growing together. Some of us are bigger than others, and some of us are growing faster than others, but we're all still like we're all doing decent for in a kind of very niche genre. We're all doing decent. We all have our own things. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses, and we all have our own. Um, it's just sad to me because I really, and now I don't want to anymore. I don't want to. I kind of just want to stay in my lane, and whatever comes my way comes my way. I always had like this vision, and like I said, I've talked about it with Todd. I've talked about it a little bit with Tony, like that we'd all become like a squad or something, like I have some ideas for like a business model for all of this, but it can't just be me. I need other people to. I haven't talked to. I brought it up to Todd a little bit, but I stopped myself because I'm like I don't want to. It's not feasible without just him and I. It's got to, but it's just not feasible because not everyone can ever be on the same page. I have an idea that I think if I could get myself, and well, it'd be me for sure because it's my idea, but myself, and then let's just say Todd, Tony, let's just say Kevin, and five people. I think I'd say four people, five people, if not more, and then it can grow. And I have a way that we can scale all of this content and camps and collaborations. We can scale it, and it would it'd be so beneficial to so many people. Money involved, blah blah blah. But it's just like there has to be that cohesiveness and unity, and everyone still has to be doing their own thing because that's what we're doing. But there has to be like that fundamental foundation at the core before any of that's even discussed, and it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Part of me feels bad because at the end of the day, all I'm trying to do is grow my channel. And at the same time, we're all out here trying to accomplish the same goals. We're all trying to capture the same audience. We're all trying to appeal to the same people. We're all trying to achieve our dream or business model, whatever it might be, and some of those guys are making crazy bucks. Some of us are not. I'm not saying me or anyone specific. I'm saying some of these guys are making a living off this and doing it full time. Some people are balancing and barely barely getting by. Some people are doing exactly what we're all doing and only getting 12 views. Some people are doing it, getting hundreds of thousands of views a month. It's like, but we're all doing the same thing. And that's why I keep trying to preach this cohesiveness, but it's like, everyone's got to be like, not like a team per se, but we all got to be like-minded. But it's like, there's just some kind of disconnect, some kind of like selfishness, some kind of like, I don't know. I need to like meditate on this. Maybe I shouldn't have said nothing at all, but why shouldn't I have? People ask me a question. Many people have asked me, how come you weren't in Rochester? And I didn't say it in my video. I don't think Todd mentioned it in his when he was here, but people ask, why aren't you in Rochester? I saw Kevin's video. Where were you? Are you going to Rochester with Todd? Todd's going to Rochester. Are you guys going to collab with them? Well, yes, Todd's going. I was not invited. I was not asked to come. When I inquired about coming, I was told no in several different ways. And when I straight up asked about going, I was told I was not invited. I said there's not an open invitation, which is not as simple as just come. Let's go. Let's do it. Like, it's okay though. Like I said, I had some other videos I wanted to shoot tonight, some B-roll Sunday videos. A video about I have a list of, I think, 8 Sunday videos, which are just kind of me talking, ranting, greatest hits. This is and that's. Um, I wanted to do one tonight about my sobriety and how it relates to my mental health. I wanted to do one tonight about how it's hard chasing a dream. It's really hard. I've tried it with several different avenues. I'm still a fisherman and outdoor content creator, puff puff bass. I've been making movies and comedy, this is and that's my entire life. I'm still a musician at heart, but I chased my musician dream until I realized I would never be a successful, profitable musician. I did touring, I did albums, I did this, I did that. I had a great time. I'm still a musician, but I realized I was never going to be able to achieve that. And that was a hard realization, but I accepted that. And now I'm chasing this, which is something. So I was like a musician, touring albums, shows, music videos, all that crap, this and that. And on the side and on weekends and whatever, I was in Pennsylvania fishing and camping. This is years ago. And then I'm like seeing the Guggen Squad, all these guys making their content. I'm like, I'm already doing all this too, and I'm already making movies, and I've been doing all this. Let's start a fishing outdoors channel, and that all has evolved into this. And I'm not giving up this dream. And my I still believe that I can be successful in this. I still believe that if I continue to push, if I continue to do what I'm doing, whether it takes forever or it speeds up at some point, I still believe that I can get somewhere with it. I still believe that, and it's still my dream. I would love nothing more than to. I would love nothing more than to be a full time outdoorsman. And the stealth camping is not my main vehicle. I still do my camping videos. I still do my fishing videos. I still do my. I don't know. I feel like I'm just talking now to nobody. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to come live tonight. Maybe it was not. But you know what? It was, though. There are a lot of people here, a couple hundred people here at one point, and we've all been talking, having a good time. But it's like, this entire, all of last year, it's like leading into last year, um, I lost one of my best friends died very unexpectedly. I didn't even know he died until I didn't even know my friend Zach, one of my best friends, died, and I hadn't seen him in a couple years too. Just we just went on different paths. One of my best friends died, and I didn't even realize he passed away. He passed away, and then they had a quick turnaround, and I didn't find out he passed away until the day of the wake. And I got a text, "Are you going to the wake?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then literally the next day, the funeral. I went to the funeral, buried one of my best friends, and then had a vet appointment for Archer. And there we were told basically that he was done. So I buried Zach, and then I buried Archer, and then went into last year and ended some long term friendships based on. And I'm trying to say, another one happened back in whenever, and then another one just happened. It's like my circle just keeps getting smaller, and I just keep trying to trim the fat and push out things from my life that aren't healthy and that aren't good for me and that aren't adding any value to my life and that aren't. Um, I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm constantly tired. For me to get out of bed every day, for me to wake up every single day is hard. For me to get out of bed and come to work every day and have to put on a brave face for clients and be professional. And I am, and I'm good at it, and talk to people and be me and be, and then this. And it's like, what you see is what you get. Like, I'm doing the best I can every day. Like, it's hard. And, it's like, then all these bumps in the road and stuff, and I got to deal with other people's opinions and this and that. Like, I'm on the internet. What do I expect? But at the same time, it's like, it's not me having to be thick skinned on the internet. It's why does everyone have to be the way that they are? Like, why do I have to hold myself to a standard? Why do people have to hold me to a standard? But then it's like, but I just have to accept it from everybody else, It's tough. It wears on me. It gets old. There's a certain point where it's just enough, I have to wake up and be me every day. It's hard. If you don't like watching it, then don't watch it. You know, it's like these people, I have to cut them out of my life because I don't do drugs anymore and I don't drink anymore. And I don't want toxic family members in my life. I don't want toxic people in my life. I don't want to be surrounded by it. I have enough up here that I have to deal with every day. And then all this ancillary noise and this and that. Like, what am I supposed to do? I like everybody too. I try to treat everybody with respect. I try to be nice. And I'm not even talking about YouTube and all this. I'm like, just in life, you know, I have faults. I have problems. I have demons. I have a past, you know. It's healthy for me to be on YouTube because I get to just be me and I can let it out there. And for my phone all night has just been blowing up Cavaliers, and I hope Kevin sees the rest of this video and is able to just like, there's no drama, bro. Like, I don't know. I have no beefs with anybody. I have no qualms towards anybody. I have no, you know, life is life. People are people. I it's healthy for me to vent and be real because that's the thing. And I have to. I'm a good person. I'm a nice person. I'm intelligent. I'd be a good salesman, but I don't want my income to be based on sales. I just like to do a job. And part of me thinks when I'm dealing with clients at the office or with somebody at the grocery store or somebody picking up trash at a baseball game, like, hey, how are you? How's your day going? Just I be nice to. I just try to be nice to everybody. I try to treat everybody with respect, but it feels fake. Sometimes I feel like in the real world I have to be fake because a lot of times I tend to be a sad guy. I tend to be a this and that. Like I tend to. Uh, I try to be good to everybody. I try to, and I just wish everyone would do the same thing. I feel like in real life, I'm ranting now. Good. It's 11:33. I love you, Jessica, if you're watching this. I feel I gotta plug in my thing. I feel like my phone's blowing up. I'll just get back to all you guys later on. My phone just won't stop. It's okay though. I appreciate, love all you guys. I just I feel like in real life I have to be fake. Because if I had my choice, if I could script right now, waking up tomorrow and starting my life the way that I want to live it, with Jessica included, obviously, I would have my permanent home on the river in PA, and that's where I would live my life, and I would be making content for a living, and just be doing outdoor stuff at all times, off in the woods, off on the river. I'd still like to stealth camp and do all that stuff too because it is fun for me and it is entertaining and it is all that. Um, and not getting there yet it's something that I have to just either I just stop trying to get there or I have to push really hard and get there. there's like no middle ground. I'm gonna be up all night. By the time I end this, it'll be midnight, and then I gotta wake up at 4. My alarm is set for. I gotta make sure it's set. My alarm's set for 4:40 because I have to be out of here. I didn't plan on being live for this long. That's fine though. It's whatever. I'm still sleeping where I'm gonna be sleeping, and ay caramba. Just go home and get a few hours of sleep, and then wake up and edit and do all that. Ay caramba. Ask me some questions. Ask me some questions. Elementary ambiance. Good to see you. Happy Australia. He says you're from Australia. What camera do I use? It's actually right here. It's a GoPro Hero 11 or 12. It shoots in 4K. And I absolutely love it. And it's taken a beating. It's literally taken a beating. I bought it brand new right before the Boundary Waters canoe trip when I got rescued. So I was using my phone. If you go watch all my Puff Puff Bass videos and my first, I don't know how many stealth camps I had before I did the canoe trip video, I think 5 or 6, whatever. I bought it right before the canoe trip video. I think I had it in the dumpster because I had the trip planned. So I think the first couple, I know I filmed the mall and Home Depot, which were the first 2 with my phone. And then I think I knew I had the Boundary Waters trip planned. I think the first video on the channel with the GoPro in 4K was the dumpster video. I'm pretty sure. But I love it. And once it eventually goes, or once I kind of want to buy an actual camera, but the one I want is a couple grand, and it's like a GoPro is just so much more suited for me and my lifestyle, being on the river or on the boat or fishing, and then stealth camping and stuff. I do plan to buy a new GoPro at some point. Then I'll have 2 cameras that shoot. I think the new one shooting 8K. I could be wrong. The land update, Paul Weont wants to know. It's funny. I messaged my realtor Sunday, and I haven't talked to him since the screaming at the property video. That was the last property I went and looked at, and I did end up passing on that. Obviously, I kind of had like FOMO last week about it and started looking again after not really. I'd still look every couple days, but I've been looking every day again for new listings. And I kind of had FOMO that I should have just bought that and then saved up to make it my own, but it was not suitable. Like I wanted something in that moment so bad that I was like forgetting why I didn't want it. So one piece of land, it did just pop up, but it's not on the river. So it's like I could go look at it just to shoot a video, but I already know I'm not going to buy it, even if it's a nice piece of land right off the river, but it's not riverfront property. And I have a budget, obviously, too. But I could buy this land, but it's just not on the river. So I told my realtor, and he said and I think it's just the way without any politics, strictly, I think based on what he said, the way the economy is right now and the way that the uncertainty with that the real estate market, especially when it comes to recreational properties, is very, very slow because people don't know what the hell's going on. So that's all I'm saying. Get my wife a fresh slushie. I bought her a slushie right before I left I actually went out Rudy, thank you again for your that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Rudy, for your donation and the kind words. That's a hoot, as they would say. I bought her I went and got gas and a slushie, then dropped it back off to her, and then came to film. Would I do another train hop? Yeah, I'm planning on doing one more, but the timing has to be right. I actually asked Todd if he wanted to do it with me. I really think I'm going to do one more trip. I'd prefer not to do it alone. I think Todd would be the perfect companion. Hey Siri, text Todd Champion. Hey Siri, text Todd Champion.
What do you want to say to Todd?
Do you want to do that train hop? Question mark. LOL.
Done.
See what he says. I talked to him about it in person. I want to do one more, and I want to start in Cleveland and try and go as far west as possible. So either I reach the Pacific Ocean or get killed or arrested or stranded somewhere prior to. We didn't name Zero after Nightmare Before Christmas. He's named after a Smashing Pumpkins song. I have it tattooed on my arm. If you watch a fishing video, you can see it. But he's technically named after that too. I'm not going to make a snow fort this week. What I had for dinner tonight, the Scottish Hammer, I had sausages and coleslaw. It was the worst sausage I ever had. No, I'm not Todd Champion. Have I ever done primitive camping like 1800 style? Yeah. Yes, I have. And it was, it's the same thing as being out there. You just have a little less creature comforts. I've actually slept under a canoe several times. Have I seen the trains in Nelsonville? What is Nelsonville? Let's look that up. Trains. Is that like the Hocking Valley Scenic Railway? So I have seen them on Instagram all the time, but never in person. Movie theater dust was disgusting. I honestly think that might be why I'm a little like, I've had a sore throat for like 4 days now. Actually, a little longer. Actually, the morning after Todd left, I slept that night, then woke up the next day. So like the day after, because we got home at like 6:30 a.m. And then the next day I woke up and I've had a sore throat and dry hocks since. So I think that might be affecting me a little bit. I do have a special sausage and peppers recipe. I do. I'll do a snow fort camp. I kind of want to just camp in a snow pile. You, Todd, and both wives should do a video together. That would be interesting. I would love to. I would love to. I hope if Todd comes up for Tony Fest, he should bring Karika and the kids and Jessica and all. We can all hang out. Maybe do like a backyard camp at my place or something. Melancholy, yes, go listen to it right now, please. And Siamese Dream and Gish. A snow pile is a snow fort. Well, then I'll have to do that. Good night, Trailblazer Matt. I see a couple people said good night. People are saying interesting. People are saying good night, so I'll probably get off here too in a few minutes. I'm just not. I don't know. I apologize not for how I feel. I apologize for. I apologize for potentially stirring up any unintentional stir-ups. That wasn't my goal, but at the same time, like I was just answering questions. I mean, I don't know. And yeah, I take stuff to heart. Like, what do you want me to say? I don't care if it's the internet. If someone, it is what it is. I'm sure it'll sort itself out. people have been texting me all kinds of stuff and this is and that's, and I'm going to reach out to Kevin and just be honest. Like, hey, I wasn't trying to whatever. Um, I have no offense taken beyond the blah, blah, it is what it is. Maybe one day what if one day you wake up and Kevin and I are in a video together? That was my goal anyway. My hope is still it. It is what it is. Life, people, like, it is what it is. My favorite music artist, Ace of Heart 2. Hello, you're late, but hello. I'm just kidding. You can come whenever you want. That's what she said, or he. My favorite musical artists are the Smashing Pumpkins. It's everywhere in here. Smashing Pumpkins are number 1. Nirvana is number 2. Nirvana was number 1 until I found the Pumpkins. So Nirvana and the Pumpkins, I'd say, are both tied for their significance. Smashing Pumpkins more so, but Nirvana was my first love, straight up. Nirvana was my just get out of the way, right? Nirvana was my first love. Pumpkins are my forever love. Round out my top 5. Be the Pumpkins and Nirvana. Ty Segall. I've got some Ty right here too. Ty actually painted this picture of Archer for me, which was super cool. So we've got some Ty. Segall is definitely solidly my number 2/3. I'd say Nirvana and the Pumpkins are definitively number 1. Nirvana might be tied for number 1, just closer to number 2 because I can't not say they're my favorite. Pumpkins and Nirvana, and then Ty Segall is right there, maybe number 3. Dream Theater. I've got some Dream Theater in here too. Ty Segall, Dream Theater, Pumpkins, Nirvana. Tony Rice, bluegrass. If you're into bluegrass, Tony Rice is definitely in my top handful. Paul McCartney, just as a whole, very, very fond of Paul himself. The Beatles, I could take or leave, but obviously, Paul McCartney, I'm very, very much, I love Paul. Getting to see him, I saw him in November, I think it was, or December. It was right before Thanksgiving, I think. And that was the first time I got to see him. Paul, getting to see him was the treat of a lifetime. I will not lie. Gordon Lightfoot is another one who I absolutely adore. I got to see him too as well, not long before he passed away. So what did I say? Nirvana, Pumpkins, Ty, Dream Theater, Tony Rice, Paul, Gordon Lightfoot. That's like 7 or 8. Foo Fighters, same thing. I know they're a little more mainstream, whatever. Everyone's got some mainstream stuff if they're big artists, but I'm a diehard Foo Fighters loyalist. And I love their entire catalog, especially all the B-sides and deep cuts. Foo Fighters for sure. Black Keys are definitely in my top 10. They're a local band. I discovered them a long time ago, long time before they were ever on TV. They were like, people always ask, did you ever discover a band like long before they were on MTV? And Black Keys were one of them. And like all of a sudden, like I'd been listening to like 3, 4, 5 years, and they just blew up. The same thing with Kid Cudi. Like I remember when I first heard Day and Night, and then like a year later, it was like Day and Night was on like some mixtape my friend played. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And then all of a sudden, a year later, Day and Night is like the biggest song in the world. Who else is in here? I got stuff all over the place. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, or Crosby, Stills, Nash. Definitely up there. CKY. I'm a big CKY, the band, and just that whole era kind of defined a lot for me. Trying to think who else. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few, and I'm going to be like, why did I not? Sorry, a bunch of comments here. Let me see what else people are asking. It's okay, Power. Everyone just laugh at me. It's fine. I don't mind. Put down your purse and speak on it firmly. That's funny. Shy Guy and I have talked about collabing. We just need to make it happen. I think that'll happen this year. Honestly, Chris, if you want to just come down in the next few weeks, just let me know. Just come down. Let's just go camp. Fuck it. Oop, sorry. I didn't mean to swear. I usually try not to swear on these because I don't want to get flagged, but just call me. Let's just do it. Let's just text me tonight. I'll get back to you in the morning. You have to come to me and we'll just go camp. What is my wife texted me something? What the heck is that? Kevin texted me. I was checking a wife text. Kevin texted me. And Kevin said, not trying to beef with you. I know you're going through a tough time. Wasn't trying to poke the bear or anything. Hope to see you at Tony Fest. And we can bump butts. Kevin from Small Pots. You damn devil dog, you. That makes my heart happy. I don't want beef with people. I don't want nonsense. I already respected Kevin, and he just earned my respect even more. My feelings were hurt. What do you want me to say? But I wasn't dogging anybody. I'm just trying to be honest. But thank you. Thank you. And I hope if you watch this or you hear what I have to say, I hope you understand where I'm coming from. You know, I'm just a man like you. I'm sensitive. Maybe too. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. That warmed my heart. Thank you, Kevin. Wow, that's like the weight off the shoulders. And that's it. In honor of Catherine O'Hara and putting all this behind us, show it. Jessica's saying show it. Show what? The photo you sent me? I don't know what the heck it is. It's her arm or something. Jessica said show it. Or is she talking about the... I don't know what you want me to show. I'm not showing... That was a weird photo of like your arm. She's trying to be funny. But it is funny. Here we are now. Entertain us. In honor of Catherine O'Hara, you have to scream the Home Alone. Kevin. I don't want to scream that loud. There's nobody here, but still, if someone hears or, you know, I don't know. Kevin! I literally have like 30 some text messages to go through. I'm glad I saw that one from Kevin, though. That kind of made this all full circle. That was nice of you. Iron Van, hi, everybody. I still have to go film this video, and it's midnight, and I got to be out of here in like 4.5 hours. I'm going to be such a pile tomorrow. Oh, that's what I was talking to my new friend David about. He's really been helping me strategize. I got a dry skin out everywhere. Making these videos is still a grind. Did I miss something? Oh, Small Pots. Okay, I see Kevin left a heart in here, so consider it done. That's what I text him back to with a heart. I said, consider it done. So the weight has been lifted. Stuff happens. It's life. Like, I'm not gonna lose good faith in people. I've never even met, you know, like, we're all men. Like, if we ever see each other in person or when we do at Tony Fest, we literally have to set up our cameras and do like one of those slow-mo run and hugs, and then it'll all be washed away. And then Tony has to baptize us with like some Sprite or something. How's that sound? Now, yeah, okay. People are funny. I had no intention of like any nonsense, but that's just love. Or that's just life and love. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside my pants. Kevin, get your hand out of my butthole. Get it? Because that's a funny. Yeah. Do you believe in life after love? I'm a stealth camper, a stupid ass. Tonight I'm stealth camping in it. Oops, you don't know because you won't know till Thursday. Um, Someone asked, any new sponsors coming? Hang on, where is the? I keep losing my spot with these comments. It's okay. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Good night, Jerry. If I missed any of you saying goodbye or hello, I apologize. But RIP to everybody wearing headphones. Oh, because I screamed, right. Any new sponsors coming? So if you watched my first video of the year, the first of the year was a Thursday. So I did that I'm sorry video and I kind of did an explanation of my goals and how I kind of like go watch that video and it'll explain where my head is at. I have a tent and a buddy heater that I need to review. Those I'm going to do at the same time. And then I also have another brand deal that I'm working on for something very useful. It's not something, it's hard to describe. I'm taking this deal because I want the item because it's going to open up a lot of possibilities for stealth camps. And it means I don't have to, this is an item I could have bought that would have allowed me to do a lot of stealth camps, but I did not want to buy one because they're expensive and hard to blah, blah, blah. So if this deal goes through, it will open up. I already have the first camp with it planned, and it'll be the scariest camp I ever have ever done, or will have, whatever. And other than that, I've turned down a lot lately. I'm really trying to grow the channel organically and have that be the primary source of income. The brand deals are nice, and I want that income as well because frankly, I'm trying to grow this, obviously. But the further away I get from brand deals and it's like I want to be autonomous without having to sell my soul. So I'm not going to not do brand deals. There are, like I said, I have two things I need to review and I'm going to do them both in one video. So it'll just be like, I have a tent I need to review and I have a buddy heater and I'm going to use them both in the same night. I just need a little bit of the snow to melt because there's still like 2 feet of snow out there. And then another one I'm working on and then some other stuff that's down the road, but I'm not worrying about that right now. Good night, Elaine. Sleep well. I'm going to get out of here in like 5 minutes too, but I'll see what else is going on here real quick. This live's been all over the place. I think this is also one of the longest lives I've ever done. Am I familiar with Ricky Skaggs? Yes, I am. I said Tony Rice before. Have you not listened to Skaggs and Rice? Or like, have you listened to the Jerry Garcia, the pizza tapes? I think it's Tony Rice. I think Ricky Skaggs is in there a little bit. Jerry Garcia, yes, the Jerry Garcia did crazy bluegrass stuff. Look it up, R.I.P. And Bob Weir, R.I.P. Phil Lesh, I think, died too, didn't he? David Grisman, Bela Fleck. There's a few others. Those are like the main ones I listen to, and everything else I've kind of. Peter Rowan is another big bluegrass one. I like Uncle Canada showed me this Tony Rice. I've gotten a lot of good music from Uncle Canada, a lot. Like I had heard of Incubus, but I never really got into them. Then Uncle Canada started playing this Incubus stuff, like Science and Morning View and whatever. And now I'm like a diehard Incubus fan. And same thing, Tony Rice. He played this song, Rattlesnake by Tony Rice. Go put it on. Rattlesnake by Tony Rice. And he played it one day when we were driving out to PA to fish. And I think I was stoned or something at the time, but like we were whatever. And he puts on this song and I'm just like in his passenger seat, just like, this is that song. Like, what is this? Like it filled, like if we're all musician, I'm a musician too. So my perspective is a little bit different, but I have like this like musical library in my brain and like Tony Rice like slotted in and filled one of the voids that I didn't know was missing, but was always empty. Like it was always here. And then Uncle Canada played that one song, the first song, and it just was like, and from then it was like, that's how it worked with Ty Segall too. Like I'd never heard of Ty, but I'm a big garage rock guy, big this, blah, blah, blah. My buddy Zach, the one that passed away, we're driving one night. Again, I think we were enjoying ourselves, and he puts on, what was it he puts on? He put on My Best Friend. No, it couldn't have been at the time. It must have been something from Fudge Sandwich. I forget what. Either way, hey, I'm whatever. And I'm like, who is this? He's like, Ty Segall, whatever he said. I'm like, Ty Segall. I'm like, I don't know who that is. And then, like a year later, I remembered that name, and I typed it in on Spotify because I remember I heard a song I really liked, and then I just immediately, and it was like it just slot right in, and like I've been missing this. This is what I need. That's how when I first heard the Black Keys all those years ago, same thing. I was like, we were driving to go ride go-karts. I was like 15, 14. I couldn't drive yet. My older buddy Marky was the only one with his license, and he had an Astro van. We're driving, and he had like Burn CD, whatever, and this 10 a.m. Automatic by the Black Keys. Go put it on. You got pain like an addict. And I'm like, that riff and those drums. And I'm just like, what is this? Black Keys. And like, he had like 3 songs in a row on that mix CD that were Black Keys, and the rest was like hip hop and Kanye, whatever. It was like, I think College Dropout had just come out, or whatever it was. College Dropout was the other one right before that, or whatever, when Kanye still had a brain. And I like heard that Black Keys, and I'm like, it just filled that, it's how it works. So I see some more people are saying good night. Wander with Wilson. You're not persona non grata. Why would you be persona non grata? I haven't responded to like any comments. I've just been reading questions, and tonight's been like a whirlwind, but you're not persona non grata, Wander with Wilson. Normally, like I read every single message. Tonight just kind of went off the rails. Ooh, this is but you're not persona non grata, Wilson. You're here, and I love you. Todd Smith, this is a great question. Did you ever film a camp that did not make it to YouTube? Hang on. Did I ever film a camp that did not make it to YouTube? No. And that's where I think I differ from a lot of and I'm not talking about all that's done, whatever. I feel a lot better. It's just a weird situation. Like, why did it all have to be like that? It didn't, but it's done. So I think that's where I differ from a lot of creators, and it's everyone's different. Steve himself, if you've watched Steve Wallace for a long time, including like out of his last like 5 or 6 videos, he says it. I tried shooting this, like the pipe thing he slept in, the towable pallet fort, the bridge for, a lot of his recent ones too. He's like, I've shot this video like 3 or 4 times and it just didn't come out right. So hopefully we'll get it right tonight. And then obviously it's the right one because he uploads it. But I don't not hide anything. I don't hide anything from the community. Like the haunted church, for example, or the railroad bridge. I guess both times I went to a railroad bridge, it didn't work out. Or the corn maze when I left because I was in somebody's backyard and they were riding on ATVs like 5 feet away. I probably should have stayed, but if they happened to find out I was in there or saw my light in the middle of the night, that's not a good place to be, somebody's backyard. Like that was my error. I don't do a lot of prep or scouting. I just say that would be a cool place to go. We're going to go film it. I grab what I think I need and go. And what you see is what happens. And so if that, just like when I went to that haunted church back in October, I had planned to do a whole month of haunted camps and get to the church. And within 4 minutes, the property owner, he wasn't very nice. And I don't blame him because he's like, it's like Disneyland. People just think they can come here whenever they want, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, then put up more signs and put up I don't know what you want me to say, but I get it. And that was my video that I went out to shoot for the week. And that's what happened. So that's what you saw. And it's, you know, if that night, and that's happened a couple times where I've shot the video that you see that was a fail or didn't work or this or that, then I go shoot another one right after, but you still see that first video for what it was. That dust is killing me. The church video specifically though, that night, for example, that was a bust fail. I don't know what you would consider it. I guess both. I did not shoot another video after that night. I perused around the area for a little bit, then took a nice long drive home. I think I stopped and got a milkshake or something, and then went home, and that was the video. Same thing with like Asian Tony. The Asian Tony video is a great example. Went up there, Asian Tony was there. I overstayed my welcome, and God, what a crazy event. And went straight home after, and I got home and edited that and uploaded it. That was like, I think that was right before I started an upload schedule. I think like from when I first started the Northwest Wind, what is this person saying? Something about, I don't know. My phone's just blowing up with texts. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. I didn't have an upload schedule till like December of that year. So like September, October. So like the first like 7 or 8 stealth camps, I would just shoot them and upload them. And then like around November or December of that year, it was actually Tony, Random Adventures, told me to put it on a schedule. And that was the best advice ever. So I went and filmed the Asian Tony thing. It was like whatever, and it was like 7 o'clock or something. Went home. It was only like 15 minutes worth of footage, edited and uploaded the video. And then my friend, who's not my friend anymore because toxic, like I said, cut it all off, invited me to go watch the Tribe game and grab food. So I literally went up to my favorite restaurant bar and grabbed a gyro and watched the Cavs game or Tribe game, whatever it was, and was showing him and my other buddy that was there that video. And so I just take it as it comes. Well, I've been live for exactly 3 hours here in a few seconds, touching base with Todd. Todd's statement. He did actually go where Steve went and only acknowledged it in his shoot to say he did, so nobody could say he didn't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Matt. Todd went to where Steve went. What do you mean? To say he did, so nobody couldn't say he couldn't. No, I don't know what you're talking about there. Not sure what that means, but yeah, tonight is a weird one. I don't know. I was upset earlier, but I was kind of over it and this and that. And it's like, I'm okay now. It's just like so much stuff in life is unnecessary, Probably the roundabout. Yeah. Cause he said it in his video. It's never been done before, but he was totally joking when he was riding with Tony. He was totally joking. And then, yeah, he did say it in his, or he did say that he was just saying that, and that he was totally being facetious because he told me in person, he's like, bro, so many people were like, you weren't the first person to done this. Tony's did one, Steve did one. And I'm like, I know, I was just kidding. I was trying to do it to be funny and nobody thought I was joking. And I was like, holy, the amount of people that was like, oh my, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, D double. I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you so much for the generosity. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate that very, very much. Todd would say, "Thank you for your generosity." He's like, "I just post on YouTube, and if you people want to give me your money and send me gear and stuff, like who am I to say no? Like a new sleeping bag, like I'm gonna use it on this week's camp, and if it's nice, and it's like, well, I didn't have to buy myself a nice sleeping bag." But yeah, he's like, "Dude, I posted that roundabout video, and all of a sudden I was just driving with Tony. I thought it'd be funny to say like it's never been done before because like every stealth camper's done the roundabout. That's like you haven't done it yet. But that's what I thought. I'm like, Sam hasn't done a roundabout video yet, but you got to do one." And he's like, so many people were like just hating on me, and I had no idea. Like I thought everyone would think it was a joke, and even though I said it with a straight face, and it's like I want to get. A lot of you are saying I sound like Todd. That's pretty good. I can't wait. So Todd's video of our camp comes out this Friday. And I'm really excited to see what his version's like. I like when I'm in that mode, I can't even remember what we filmed. I just knew it was gold while filming it. And then we just have different filming styles. So I don't think we captured a lot of the same events. I think we both captured our own perspective on it. So it'll be the same video, the same camp, the same location. But I think that it's going to be, its own thing. I don't think they'll be very much alike. I'm also I saw Kevin's video today with Todd and Sam Bananas. I thought that was pretty good. I really liked the location. Again, I would have liked to be there, but it's not a big deal. I'm just saying I would have liked to be there. That was my point earlier. And that's not wrong to say. But I thought that was a really cool location. So I think Todd's video of ours will be up this Friday. Then I think his video of this collab with those two guys, Kevin and Sam, will be probably next Friday for him. Kevin's video came out today, so I'm looking forward to Todd's next two videos, these collabs, and then he's got some other stuff he's doing too. But I'm really looking forward to seeing Sam Bananas and Todd's versions of their camp because all three of those guys have such different styles and shooting styles and just like Todd and I kind of do. So I really am excited to see how that turns out as far of all of them, but mainly Todd's video Friday of us. I think it's going to be epic. So, okay. Well, it's 12:15. I still have to go do my whole rest of my video, set up my stuff and whatnot. It's a stealth camp tonight, and the only thing that's risky is getting out of here before people show up for work, and that's my goal, and that's going to suck. But I guess it is what it is. I have not been back to that mall. No, I have not. I did the overnight challenge there, and then I did the movie theater camp there. I think I need to just kind of stay away for a while. But I'm going to wrap this up. I have to use the bathroom and then head back to my zone. Like I said, for all of you that are watching, the reason why I'm not on location right now, quick question, go ahead. The area I'm camping tonight, I did not have any service in there. It was SOS. And then I did not have my hotspot would not work in there either. So I couldn't stream from my phone and I could not get Wi-Fi to my laptop. So it's a dead zone, which is kind of by design. So came over here, said I was going to go live. So I wanted to go live. And no new merch coming out. I'm working on rebranding the channel a bit. I haven't done anything yet, but you might have already noticed I've been editing the videos a little bit different. I've also started throwing in, you'll start to see some subtle changes over the next few weeks, and you might have already noticed in the past few videos. Nothing that's going to rock the earth of what I'm doing, but I might have some new branding stuff coming out soon. And I don't know if that'll change the merch I already have, but there's a link in the description of all the videos, including this one. I mail all of my stickers from work, so I still got the sausage and pepper stickers in the dumpster. And then the Crest logo. So you can buy sticker packs as well as both of these logos on shirts and hoodies. Let me make sure. I think you can buy both logos still. I just want to make sure. I haven't checked the store in a while. Whenever orders come in, I fulfill them, but I haven't updated the store in a while. So let's make sure that looks good still. So yeah, you can buy the sticker packs, and then you can buy the shirts and hoodies of both logos in like 12 different colors a piece. So the dumpster logo is a novelty logo. The my shield logo is kind of like my secondary logo. We're working on doing some other ideas and things. So that's where that's at. Maybe something will come out, but I'm not planning on it right now. Also, yes, I have a fishing video uploaded, just need to schedule, and I will be filming more fishing content, just not as much because I don't really film it much anymore. All right, well, I've been live for way longer than I planned to be. This was a very high and low live. I feel good about it, though. I mean, it is what it is. I was laughing and crying and mad and happy and sad. And, it's like, we're all in this together. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Let's sing the Asian Tony Goodnight song. If you've never been here on a live before, I always sing the Asian Tony song before I go. Asian Tony, he loves you. He loves you. We love Asian Tony. Asian Tony's Asian. He loves you. Asian Tony loves you. You had to be here for a while, or else you would have no idea what that is. And if you try to search for Asian Tony, you'll probably find nothing related to what I'm talking about. But all right, well, I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand and go do some sleeping activities, and then go from there. So thank you all again for being here. I'm gonna try and go live more often. That's one of my resolutions as well. Jessica's been telling me all the time, people love it when you go live. You used to go live so much more. And I need to get back on that game. So I will definitely be doing so. It probably won't be as frequent as and yeah, Jessica's saying the fishing channel is this channel still. I have every old video still on here, to clarify. So if you want to see more of me, that's not new, but is not stealth. If you want more of me, just go all the way back to the beginning. You've got 10 years of content. I can't promise I'll be going live as often as I used to, but I'll try going as much as possible. And we'll go from there. I don't like how tonight played out, but it ended out okay. But it's like, why does everything got to be like a roller coaster? It's like, I'm just trying to, it's like the story of my life. And it's like, am I, I don't know. I'm done with that for tonight, though. Much love to all of you. Thursdays at 6:00. I've got some cool stuff coming up. Look forward to this Friday is Todd's video of our camp so you saw my video last Thursday. Todd uploaded a car camp of his travels. And this coming Friday, so you have my video Thursday at 6 and then Friday at 6. I'm sure you all subscribe to Todd either way, but this week's video of Todd's is our camp from last week. So make sure you go show him some love. Make sure if you haven't watched ours already, you do so. And make sure and let him and I know that you want to see more of us together. So, it's like everyone uploads, if like you collab, you get multiple uploads. I'm trying to be metaphoric about it, but that's what happens. So same thing with Kevin and Sam and Todd. Kevin's came out. I really liked that. I can't wait to see Todd's next week, and Sam's, I'm assuming, will come out this week. But he puts his videos out. I think he puts his videos out Saturday or Sunday. I'm not 100% sure. I think Saturdays. So we'll see. But Much love to all of you. Thank you all for being here. Much love to all of you. And thank you again for being here. I'll say that 10 more times. I always have like goodbye anxiety, but this was fun. A weird one, but therapeutic and cathartic, and 3 hours plus long. So I'm going to go film and try and sleep for 4 hours. So much love to all of you, and we will see you on the next one. Arrivederci. Actually, much love to all of you, and we'll see you on the next one. And I always do this. All right. Love you guys. Much love to all of you, and we'll see you on the next one.